All right, everybody, welcome to Fremont High School in beautiful Oakland, California for Week 8 of the AUDL season. Today we've got the 4-3 Oakland Spiders facing off against the visiting 5-2 Colorado Summit. The Summit on the second night of a back-to-back after falling 2019 on the road to the undefeated Salt Lake Shred. I'm Sam Swink, joined by Matt Ruby here in the booth. Matt, a lot at stake as the Spiders could put 3 games in the loss column for Colorado, make a push for second place here. They would need a big win today, obviously. What are you looking forward to in this matchup, Rubes?
Thanks, Sam. I am really going to be interested to see how both sides deal with missing a couple of impact players. Both teams, are a little short-handed today. For the Spiders, there's no Mac Hecht, no Lung, and no Norden available. And for Colorado, they're missing all-world thrower Nethercutt and Danny Landesman, who has been coming off of a great college season for the University of Colorado. I think this might have a slightly larger effect on the Oakland side because that offensive line has developed such awesome chemistry. And you take out 2 of the primary options for this dominator-heavy offense. Longtime vet, Matt Kissman, is going to fill one of the handle roles. And on the other end of the age spectrum, young Dexter Clyburn, who has definitely shown off his ability as a cutter, will probably be in the handler churn a little bit more. But it's going to be interesting to see 2 guys, I think, on the Oakland side, Evan Magsig and Walker Frankenberg, who I think have all the skills and all the ability to really dominate that dominator, and it's going to give them a chance to sort of be featured a little bit more.
Yeah, and a couple stats to back up what you were saying. Nethercutt is 5th in the league overall in assists thrown at 29, so that's 29 assists right off the board for Colorado, and Mac and Chris are on the top 10 for total yards. Mac over 4,000 yards, Chris over 3,000 yards. So that's a lot of offense left on the table. So we're gonna have to see other guys step up, like you're saying.
Yeah, and for Colorado, the team is pretty battle tested. They're successful. Obviously, they had a great year last season in their first year in the AUDL, and they are just really picked up right where they left off. And the core of these Summit players have recently won a USA Ultimate Championship with Johnny Bravo. So despite missing these 2 key players, they should be up to the challenge. They already beat Oakland at home without Nethercutt, and Landesman really just joined the team once college is over, so they've already kind of proven they can win without either guy.
Yeah, so let's talk about the kind of the landscape of the Western Division here in the AUDL. Shred have run through everybody thus far, 7-0, undefeated. They beat this Colorado team just last night by 1. 2 weeks in a row, they've beaten them by 1. So really close matchups, but Salt Lake City taking the advantage in both those matchups. So they're 5-2. Our Spiders 4-3. So they could put a loss in the column for Colorado tonight, and Colorado's got actually a bit of a more difficult schedule of their remaining games because they're hosting who?
They are hosting the first place Minnesota Wind Chill,
That's right,
who are standing at 5-1, and then the last season of the game they are facing the New York Empire, who are undefeated. It's hard to say if New York will have anything to play for, but they might still be shooting for that undefeated streak. That's got some value, so they might actually have something to play for. Now versus Oakland's remaining schedule in comparison is much easier. They've got both Portland and LA at home. Then they've got road games in LA and San Diego. The 2 of the last 3 games of the season are against LA, who are not playing this weekend, and that may determine playoff seeds, maybe the second and possibly even the third playoff seed out of the West.
Yeah, LA looking to make up ground on the Spiders, who are in third currently. Colorado going to start with it here, just about 20 yards out of the end zone, and they're shooting right off the bat. An open receiver and a walk-in goal. No, not quite. Not quite in yet. On the end zone line. Almost jumps it in. Spiders doing a good job here, getting back and putting on these double teams and stopping this momentum. But that one flipped in the end zone. And a layout grab to start this game.
Wow.
1-0. Colorado off with a bang here as they hit a deep shot right off the first look, and then a layout in the end zone to convert that one. Nicely done here from Colorado.
You know, that deep shot might actually dovetail quite nicely into some of the keys of the game that we discussed with the coaches. Coach Dan said one of the Spiders' keys to the game here is to win those one-on-one defensive matchups. Unfortunately, they did not demonstrate it in that exact point, but, you know, plenty of opportunities still to come to win those one-on-one defensive matchups.
Yeah, and that was Calvin Stoughton, number 10, who ripped off that deep cut and, like you said, got a big advantage on his matchup and ultimately pulled that down for the layout. So Colorado, quick start here, just about 30 seconds off that clock. Very, very efficient ultimate here. And they are going to start on the far sideline, opting for a flick pull to that far side here.
Interesting. Clyburn starting out. This is typically where Mac Hecht really shines. He picks up every stop disc. He's a huge threat. Crossfield throws, blades, scoobers, hammers, etc.
So some quick movement here from the Spiders handler core, but they are pretty pinched in, and there's a nice breakthrough to Lawrence. Yeah. Magsig in that handling core with Walker here. Not a terribly different look, but you're right, missing some of those offensive stalwarts for the Spiders. Here's Walker.
Gonna have to iron out a couple things here. These guys aren't quite as accustomed to playing with each other as the rest of the kind of handling crew that we've seen the past couple of games.
Clyburn finds a nice look to Atkins. Atkins overthrows that one a bit. Lawrence diving in with the left, can't find it.
It's a pretty good look, actually. I actually thought Keenan was going to pull that in.
I'd be interested to see how quick on the trigger a timeout could come from Colorado here. If they're just going to play on with this D-line, I think there was some contact there.
Yeah, we talked to the refs. There was a lot of contact last week.
Very physical game last week.
Super physical, so that did not help out Spiders' field position much. We'll see if they can cut down on those marking fouls a little bit.
Seth Ferris with the disc pops it back to the middle of the field to Connor Tabor.
Oh.
And this number 34, Cody Spicer, who just threw that one, you're going to see him a lot for these D-lines. Such a cool, calm, collected handler. He's going to run this offense for the Colorado defense.
He played a tremendous amount last night. He played, I think, 28 out of 39 points or something like that. So we'll see how much gas he's got left.
Yeah, and we can talk about that in a second, Rubes, about the travel and the back-to-back aspect as Colorado's still working nice and slow, playing possession-based ultimate here.
Oh, it's working.
It's Felix. Pops that one up ahead. Is that going to be enough? No. Just a bit outside there.
Oakland dodging one there. Open receiver in the end zone, just overthrown by a fingernail.
Yeah, a couple close looks for both squads here in this second point of the game.
ISOing Clyburn in the middle of the field. There he goes.
Double move from Clyburn. Well defended by Spicer. Clyburn letting it rip.
Wow. Big huck.
Atkins the intended receiver, but a nice position there from the Colorado defense.
Yeah, excellent defense. Maybe a little more float than Clyburn wanted to put on it. He definitely had Atkins open deep, and Atkins has to kind of wait for that disc to come down before he can make a play on it.
So long second point here already. Much different than that first initial shot from the Colorado offense. Pretty good pressure here from Oakland's defense. But again, physicality on the marks. This is something they have focused on, but it can bite them if they're overusing their physicality on the marks. They were getting dinged for a lot of penalty yards last week. Let's see how it runs this week.
Oh, big shot.
To the end zone.
Nice throw.
Great pace on that one for Colorado, and they're going to punch in an early break here to bring it to 2-0. Didn't see who got that throw off. That was a nice little flick over the top there, though.
It was number 24 who caught that up liner.
AG.
He is, I think, someone that the coaches wanted us to kind of keep our eyes out for.
All right, and folks, make sure you are following this season's action via our updated mobile app. The latest AUDL app features customized designs for all 24 teams and direct access to AUDL.TV. Download from your app store today. That's what all you nice folks are watching us on today, AUDL.TV.
So speaking of keys to the game for Colorado, it looks like there was perhaps a foul. Well, maybe not. I'm sorry. I will try.
No,
yeah, no.
they pulled from a little shallower this year.
I had a couple weeks off, and clearly my brain fell out of my ears. This is going to be the swing line.
Yep, Springs fielding that one. It's in the end zone here. It's going to, again, be quick handler movement for the Spiders. Magzig and Spriggs running the show here. Finds Dylan Nice.
Dylan Nice, who's been playing a lot of defense, moved to the swing line for today's game.
And Gavin May, a guy you may have seen out on offense before, playing swing here. He's going to be a deep target, wearing number 00, as he's cutting under for the disc right now.
He and Magzig have really good chemistry. Wow.
Ooh, and Dylan, oh.
I think that disc might have been tipped, or Magzig sort of lost the handle on it briefly because I don't think that went where he wanted.
Yeah, tricky bit of work there. Colorado takes over, looking for another break opportunity here, and it's off the hands there. Yeah. Spiders get it back. Haven't had a clean hold yet, but they looking to get that first hold of the game. Punch in, make a 1-0 lookout. There's Matt Crawford with the disc. One of the
two of the veteran Matts out, seeing some PT today, Matt Crawford and Matt Kispin.
Love to see our
fellow Matts, my fellow Matts.
There's a nice shot over the top to Gavin May. 00 pulls it in. Nice look from the Spiders. First hold of the game for them.
That was Siacine to May. So the swing line does what the O-line could not. They come down and score with a little help from sort of a tippy drop there from Colorado.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get that dedicated D-line. So, Matt, if you want to explain a little bit the O-swing D dynamic that the Spiders go for here.
Yeah, so there's, offense, defense lines, I think they're pretty self-explanatory. But my understanding is that if the O-line has to play more than 2 points in a row, they're going to be replaced by the swing line. If the D-line has to play more than 2 points in a row, they're going to be replaced by the swing line. So it seems like the swing line is the, jack of all trades, master of none line. They can play a little bit of D, they can play a little bit of O. And from what we've seen in past years, they will play significantly different styles of defense from the D-line. The D-line is going to do a lot of double teaming. That's what they practice a ton. Really trying to push a team to a sideline that they feel like benefit them and then set those double teams.
And that was a high arcing lefty backhand. Hold that thought. Here's a shot. Mendoza can't find it. Great grab there. A lot of contact. Looked like that one's going to tack on a free extra 10 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll say.
Mendoza playing center field. That was Quinn Feiner, taking the contact and hauling in the disc.
No hard feelings either. Quinn Feiner jets on up the line, but nicely looked off for the dump swing by Colorado. Frood flips that one off. Another flip into the end zone, and 3-1. Colorado is running very smooth offense here when they are given the opportunity.
That was Kaplan Stofton, who also the Colorado coaches mentioned we might want to keep an eye on. He hasn't been around much. This is sort of his early goings for this team, but
nice weapon to add.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, Colorado looking pretty comfortable on O here, and they are coming out firing. That is 2 bombs to really wide open people. It's almost like the we should probably keep a closer look to see if they're clearing some space under. Maybe it's like two guys coming in, one guy going out. But so far they've had 2 tremendously wide open deep cutters that the throwers have managed to reach.
Yeah, and their coaches mentioned they wanted to kind of play possession ball and that they weren't probably going to huck a lot, but I guess if the opportunities are like that, they are happy to let that one fly. Nice double move by Walker at the front to get this action going for the Spiders.
Well, this looks almost like a real zone here.
Yeah, maybe a 4 or 5 person front here for Colorado. You can see them kind of marking up on the near poppers for the Spiders, but also putting a lot of pressure on these handlers.
A little bit of certainly, it almost looks like a 3-3-1, like a traditional 3-3-1 zone, which you almost never see in the ADL.
Spiders doing a nice job. Quick movements here. Quick cuts, quick throws. Nothing really over 5 or 10 yards, but a miscommunication there.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bit of this. The O-line is probably going to struggle. They had such awesome chemistry. You pull 2 guys out, and things might get a little dicey.
Another break opportunity for Colorado here. Looks like it's a backhand force here for the Spiders.
They often go with a lot of force middle as well. You're right, though. This looks like backhand. Pretty traditional backhand. Wow.
A nice flip up over the top. Spiders looking to recover here. Colorado on the doorstep.
Smart looking cross field there, putting pressure on the marker. Still looking cross field. Here comes something fun. Nope, boring. That's what they've been doing this whole game, though. Pretty boring, pretty consistent. Oh,
And
wow, what a bid!
Speaking of not boring, there is a nice D from the youngster for the Spiders.
Atkins comes up big.
Yeah, Raekwon with the right hand extended, and he might look to start this action off from the back of the stack as well.
There's an around break. Raekwon's, he's kind of run out of field there a little bit. A good look off. His defender's right with him.
High stall count, good. Good reset of that stall count. Again, it's only 7 seconds, and the refs are counting that stall count for the players. Players are not counting that up themselves. Nice bid.
They're doing a great job of really clamping down on the handlers right now, but once you see the cracks start to form, then they get a little bit of breathing room, and it's off to the races. Yeah, that's a foul.
A little bit of contact 11. There. Yep, a little bit of contact coming through the disc there.
That's Seth Ferris.
That's right.
No biggies, just trying to get through.
Clyburn with the disc.
A little break. Great break. No continuation, which is unfortunate.
Maybe over the top. No, the look was there for a second.
Lovely.
Is this one out too far?
No, he is in.
No, that one was in. A nice layout grab for Clyburn. Keenan Lawrence put that one right out to the end of the end zone, right out on the sideline there, and hauled in for the score. Spiders put on their second goal for the day. Maybe they're calming down and getting their rhythm going on offense here now.
Well, Colorado's key to the game for them was they really wanted to slow down the deep space, the deep shots, particularly Keenan Lawrence is the person they identified, no big surprise there, among the league leaders in goals scored, big body, incredibly hard to defend in those deep areas. And I would say so far so good for Colorado. They're really making Oakland's offense work and churn. I think if the other two players maybe weren't here, making that offense work and churn really plays to their strength. So, from the coach's perspective, maybe they're going to, kind of flip things a little bit here. We're going to really, really clamp on the handlers and not let them have those little, 5-6 yard passes, and then maybe help from the back a little bit.
Yeah, not the first coaching staff that has told us they don't want Keenan Lawrence in the deep space. So
I would say all the coaching staffs don't want him in the deep space.
The coaching staff specifically mentioned him by name.
Excellent defense.
Yes, and is it a
it's like almost Callahan?
Oh, not quite in.
Look over there.
Robin on the goal line.
Is it going to be a timeout if it's going to be a problem here? Take your time. Oh, God.
Oh, Dylan Nice recovers.
Wow.
Yes, he does.
I think Coach Dan might call a timeout here.
I don't hate that. Nice with the Oyo up to Gavin. A little early excitement here for this break, and Robin pulls it down.
One-handed snag.
Still not quite in the end zone. This one too far. Does Gavin have the reach?
Oh,
no.
my gosh. Wow, that's a big one. So we'll talk about this later, but the Spiders' conversion, their break rate has been pretty poor this season. And I feel like if they're going to win this game, those defensive breaks are going to have to be a thing.
Here's Frood, the lefty.
Ooh.
Thought that one might have gone up deep, but it does not. That one low stays
that was up.
Yes, sir.
It's like a flick force here.
Colorado making its, I was going to say all on that far side of the field as they finally do a break.
Oh, my gosh, they're trapping. They're forcing sideline.
That one too high. Good heads-up play by Robin.
Oh, there goes Springs.
Secures his second D of the point.
Just got to take your time here. Be steady. Be steady.
And this is that swing line. That's why you have those veterans in combination with those young athletic players that can kind of calm things down and make the right decision.
Springs is going.
Gavin
good
May,
look.
Flick over the top. Springs
Great
the
look.
intended receiver. Two-handed slam dunk for Springs. Brings it down for the break and levels things at 3. Spiders punch back here in the first quarter.
So they have to go to the swing line, and the swing line has pulled them out twice now.
2 in a row,
the offense is teetering. Swing light comes out, puts in a much-needed goal to keep it within reach. And then they come down here, and if that was a that was a hair away from a Callahan. I think from from Robin's perspective, the most important thing is secure the disc. I'm not going to worry too much about getting into the end zone. I got to make this block.
Looked like Robin leapt in there, but I guess a foot just maybe on the line there. So we can take another look at Gavin's throw here from the far sideline. Throws that flick over the top to Springs.
Yes, indeed. Springs had it the whole way. Interesting there, 88, who's on defense, kind of lagging a little bit. I wonder, I don't think we're going to see any lack of energy yet. That would be remarkable. Usually that energy starts to drop in the third quarter. We're still, 3 minutes almost left in the first.
Yeah, Colorado immediately moves that one backwards and around at a 90-degree angle. Gets out of trouble of that double team.
It's a nice continuation. Someone is wide open deep. There's communication going there. Berryman's dropping.
Yeah, and Spiders also kind of loading up this front with 4 or 5 defenders.
Is this the D line or the swing line again?
This is maybe a kill line, maybe looking to do whatever they can to stop this Colorado momentum here.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Somebody fell down.
Speaking of momentum, Colorado has swung this disc basically all the way to the end zone line as they are in the red zone here.
Oh, a little move.
And they are going to flip that one up and in. That's Stoughton, the intended receiver in the end zone.
Second goal of the game for him.
Finds that one from Feiner. Nicely done.
So one thing that I had noticed and I have been observing in you two is that the Spiders have actually played good defense all year. They are 7th in the league on blocks. They can generate turns, but they just have had a lot of trouble scoring on their turns. They ranked 19th out of 24 teams, and their break percentage is under 22%. Now, for context, the highest levels are somewhere around 30, 31, 32. That's still pretty good. That's almost 1 out of every 3. That's great.
That's really good.
So I feel like the D-line has been lacking what I would describe as firepower, like kind of a confident defense stretching, throwing threat like a Lung or a Hecht or something like that. So I feel like if the Spiders are going to win this game, they are going to have to convert 2 or 3 more breaks. That's all they need. 2 or 3 more a game. And I think they're going to be in great shape.
All right, Colorado pulling that one long, not going for a short pull. Fielded by, this is the offense line here for the Spiders, the O-line.
Kind of staring it down there. Lawrence and Atkins both made moves deep, but they didn't really generate anything.
It's Clyburn.
Keeping it really shallow to open up that deep area.
Nice flick to space.
There goes Atkins. Oh, looked off Huck.
Fooled us here in the booth. We thought that one was going up.
Definitely going.
It's Dexter.
Max is turning the corner, but the throw doesn't go off from Clyburn.
It's kind of a vert stack look here for the Spiders. Middle of the field now. This one might go up, and it will. This is into double coverage, so it's going to have to get over the top, and it cannot.
I'm not sure if that was to Lawrence or Atkins. What do you think?
I think it was
to Lawrence, maybe?
Not sure. There was definitely a thought. We could see the windup and the thought behind that one, but maybe the wind played a bit of a part there and kind of made it trail off to the left.
Nice move there to Shake Williams.
Spiders not trying to allow anything deep as well.
That's up. Nice snag. Well, there's a call.
Timeout call.
Oh, well timed. Colorado calls a timeout.
Yeah, not a ton of time left in this quarter. About 40 seconds left. So Colorado is going to want to basically do everything they can to get this one in. But I mean, most important is not giving this disc up back to the Spiders. But they'd love another break opportunity.
I think this quarter is shaking out offensively for the Spiders as we anticipated. A little bit of growing pains here from that group because, Magsig is a great handler. He's I love him. He plays a lot like I did, like super shifty, give-go, like dynamic defender, but not really a forehand hooker. How many times have we watched him throw a forehand bomb in this game? Because you lean on guys like Lung and like Hecht. They do all of that. Frankenberg also, I think, I'm sure he's capable of it, but on this offense, he has been a move the dispossession. He scores a ton of goals as well. So, I said, a little bit of growing pains here because someone's going to have to sort of take the mantle of, I am now the gunner of this group. So, I think Clyburn has shown he has zero reluctance in doing that. It's just a matter of, have we seen him do it consistently enough where he can be dependable?
Yeah, and he likes that backhand look as opposed to the flick look. So, speaking of looks, we're going to have a double team look here from the Spiders.
With
a lot of pressure.
Very big dudes. Oh, boy. Nice break.
Break around.
Ew. Someone's going deep. There it is. Clyburn might have a shot at this.
Clyburn leaps over the top.
Oh, good enough.
Wow.
Just enough.
A mental D here, maybe, as just about 30 seconds left.
Now they've got a scrambling Colorado defense here. Plenty of open people, all kinds of time.
Nice pump fake there to move the defense, keep things moving. Here's Castro.
So loses the hat, keeps the disc. Very important.
Dexter here in the middle, about halfway out of the end zone are the Spiders.
Someone's going to have to put it in the end zone here.
Yeah, you can hear our crowd counting it down. This one's a
Big
hammer. Gavin
May.
Just get there. Yes! It will. Gavin May leaps down and finds that one with 2 hands. Spiders convert right before the buzzer of the first quarter. Puts that one in. What a toss there.
Little redemption for Magsig. He was responsible for that bending forehand turn. And a little help from the crowd there. The crowd letting them know.
Maybe
we're counting down.
Maybe the hammer's the look. Maybe
so.
Maybe he's more confident in that over the top throw.
Wow.
4-4. There is just a teeny bit of time left on the clock, so Spiders are going to pull this one to Colorado. Colorado probably has about a 1 second to get it to someone and chuck it to the end zone, so you're going to see the receiving core probably just fly down this field, hope to get into the end zone. And they definitely have the personnel to throw that full field huck. And I think they have a little teeny bit of wind in their favor. I think it's going a little left.
I might give this to Jay Frude because he's lefty, and he can then probably throw the big lefty backhand bomb, right? And he's tall, so he can step around a mark and get it off if he needs to.
And I imagine Spiders are, you can see not too many people running up the field here. Most everyone hanging back in the end zone.
Here it comes. I don't think
Atkins
that might even get that. It's going to be short.
No, it's going to get there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's just short.
Just short, yep. I think the Spiders kept that one out just by touching it. I think it could have rolled its way into the end zone had they not played a play on D there. So nicely done from the Spiders.
Wow, Jay Fruit, I thought he'd be throwing it, and in reality, he ends up being the guy with the disc lands in his lap a foot out of the end zone. Holy mackerel. Talk about two very close plays to finish this quarter.
Yeah, so 4-4, end of the first. Lower scoring than you might have anticipated on a normal evening here.
Yeah, definitely.
But 4-4 for the Summit and the Spiders here in the first. That quarter was brought to you by TNNS. TNNS is a rich ecosystem of global athletes, sports tournaments, and sporting arenas. TNNS has already sponsored more than 2,600 athletes, 100 clubs, 10 leagues, and 10 sports associations. TNNS is building a better future for sports. Buy TNNS tokens on Bitmart now and join the crypto revolution together. All right, we're going to get a fresh 12 minutes on the clock here as we're taking a look at our stats from the first quarter. I mean, break chance is 1 of 5 for the Summit. They put that
wow.
First one in, their first break chance they converted, and Spiders converting on 1 of 2. So.
Well, I mean, one of the things the Summit coaches said when we were talking to him before the game is they were really happy with the pace they played with last night against Salt Lake. And I didn't get a chance to watch the game, and I only saw the score. And my impression was, it was only a 20-19 game. So clearly, both offenses must have sucked. And in reality, what happened was both offenses were incredibly deliberate. Possession offense, and here they come out immediately bombing.
3
out of 3. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll see if they just keep this up because early success with those deep shots.
Yeah, in those games last night, the Shred and the Summit, they both had they had over 250 completions each at 95% clip. So, I mean,
wow.
They were throwing tons of passes and not necessarily putting it in the end zone.
And not a ton of turnovers, all things considered, right?
No,
13
low
for Salt Lake and 16 for Colorado. I mean, that's great. If you can be in the 13 is like, and they still only won by 1. Yeah, that's a really good game offensively.
13 turnovers in an AUDL game is elite territory.
Really
for sure.
low, yeah.
Both squads 6 turnovers here in the first, so I think that number will probably come down a little bit as they settle in. I think this Spiders O-line is going to settle in with the personnel changes we've mentioned. And Colorado looking smooth for the most part, but they have shown a couple mistakes. So,
well, it's like we said, the growing pains here of the offense is going to be. I feel like they still have that dynamic cutting core: Williams, Atkins, Lawrence, guys like that. They're going to get open, but as a defender, when you're covering them, if you're not as concerned of the huck going up, you're not going to commit as vigorously as you might to those deep cuts when they set them up, which then makes it really hard to get open underneath. So, this game's gonna develop. Kissman has not touched the disc yet, I don't think.
I think he got 1, but out of the front of the stack maybe. But yes, you're right. Not a ton.
Colorado handler defenders, I think, are doing really yeoman's work out there right now, and they're making it extra tough. This offense does not look, or the Spiders Dominator offense does not look as flowy and effortless as it has in all the games leading up to here. Again, not a surprise considering who's not suited up today.
Yeah, I think the Spiders need to get a little more space in between some of their handlers. Mm-hmm. They're getting a little bunched up, getting a little tight, which is probably part of the scheme for Colorado. So,
well, you can also see them sort of like looking at each other a little bit, like, is it you, is it me, is it you, is it me? So as this game progresses, they'll like you said, they're bound to iron that out somewhat.
Big double team here to start. Literally, I mean, 2 of the biggest players on the field for Colorado, forcing that one backwards. And they're holding that double team on that far side of the field, wanting to, I mean, basically the only...
Ooh, nice inside out lefty.
Yeah, tricky
backhand break.
I was going to say the only looks have been sort of backwards or straight up the line, but that one did find a little space for for Oakland.
There we go. Now they're breaking it out a little bit here. We got a call.
I think a pick was called, perhaps.
I think it might be yeah, that's a pick. That's a pick, all right. Kind of a crowd in front of Atkins there. The defender gets run through.
Head ref, it's Jim, along with Zill, Waffle, and Austin, our reffing crew today. That's a pretty consistent group.
There goes Atkins.
For our home games.
Yep, there it goes.
Backhand up to space. Atkins intended. Walks that one in. What a beautiful throw there. That backhand up over the top. And a dunk.
Why not?
Through the upright.
Hey, that is excellent offense. I know veteran players and veteran coaches appreciate it's equally as important who is cutting as who is not cutting. The entire Spiders offense observed that desk getting to the sideline. They saw Atkins with steps. They all sucked their guys in. And it's really, we were talking about Dexter. He likes that backhand clearly because that was a dime.
That was a dime. Right over the top, perfect shape to that one. Let's get another look here. And I love how he moved his mark here.
He's going to move him. That's all it takes is a little step and then beautiful. And the guy that's covering Atkins is no slouch.
No.
We walked in the field earlier, tall, kind of your typical tall praying mantis of a Frisbee player. And I'm sure if that was any closer, he would have had a great shot at getting his hands on that one.
I also love the confidence from Raekwon to just immediately dunk that one through. I would not have that same confidence.
Clyburn does not lack for confidence on that shot either.
All right, Spiders jump ahead.
Oh, boy, somebody is wide open deep. A little confusion, but they managed to sort it out.
That's right. Yeah, first lead here for the Spiders, and that's a block on the mark.
We're going to get it right. Oh, wow, that is not a foul. That's just, here we go, the swing line coming in again, making plays.
Gavin May just denied that one from the point of the throw. That was incredible. They're still talking about it a little bit, but I don't think Gavin thought there was any contact. So Crawford here to start the action.
Well, the referees agree. Wow, that's a great around throw. Holy mackerel.
And shooting end zone. Gavin in the end zone, and it's a break for the bookends for May. 0-0 kicks that one away. Spiders up 6-4 here early in the second quarter. What a bounce back move here.
A little credit to old-timer Matt Crawford because he really does create that goal with a really lovely around outside-in forehand that's a break. Siacine's going up line. His defender's letting him go up line because the mark is supposed to take that away. And give May credit because he had two Colorado defenders collapsing on him. He goes up, he's big, he gets it. You can see that height not only on that layout backhand block, but on that goal as well.
Yeah, May always impresses me with his kind of body control into those end zone spaces. You can see him kind of readjusting in real time as he's trying to take the right line to the disc, and often he takes the best line to the disc.
He did again today,
uses those long arms to reach up and grab it.
Go get it before the defense can make a play on it.
All right, and you can sense a little bit of energy here coming off that Spider side.
Someone's going deep. Robin's asking for help, but it looks like he hauled him in. Behrman on Fruit is a really interesting matchup.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. Two big bodies, super athletic, both left-handed.
Ooh, big fake from Atkins.
That's
moves
a
the mark.
giant fake.
I mean, he's a big boy and he's got big throws, so you have to respect moves like that from the Mama Bird handler.
Oh, he just did like a Trae Young move there where he has his defender on his back and he stops running and gets the foul.
A wily call there.
Definitely.
Spiders are looking to be physical on defense, though.
Is that a travel? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I have been seeing a lot of throwers travel a tremendous amount, and it's almost never called. So I like to see that being called once in a while when it's really egregious.
Don't ask Reddit. They think everything's a travel, but you might be right. And you can see from the frustrated body language.
Really good defense here. Really good defense downfield.
Yeah, Atkins always so animated with his expressions there, showing his displeasure for a lack of cuts upfield.
Oh, he kind of hesitated on that backhand. Well, he is really running the show here.
Yeah, every other here for Atkins for sure. Here's that Fruit matchup you were talking about. Good pressure here from Oakland, but they can't stop these.
Well, this is a really, really, really long point of offense. This is going to be a win for the D team come one way or the other. They have made them throw 25, 30, maybe 40 throws, even if they score this goal.
Still not in. End zone line. That will finally do it for Colorado. as Connor Olson walks that one in, number 23. But you're right, that was body blows.
A lot of passes. So earlier in the season, I think we've talked about this before. Those of you who have tuned in the past, we appreciate you coming back. We talked to the defensive players, and Sam, you had a really thoughtful question for them, which is, what does personal success seem like for you or for the team? And for a lot of the D players, what did they say personal success was for them?
Was it winning their matchup?
It was.
I don't remember.
I remember because I thought it was really good. It was slowly ratcheting up pressure defensively over the course of a game, right? So if they can maintain this sort of, which is focus and energy, which is really hard remaining for the remainder, but that is a great point of defense. That's a really good point of defense. How many times did they have to throw a reset? And their offense is not necessarily made to run resets like Oakland's is. So really excellent defense there.
Yeah, and maybe we should talk a little bit about Colorado's conditions. They were up very early. Their coaches said they got up at 4:30 this morning to catch a flight here. So they're off a back-to-back. They're off an early flight. I think the legs might, if Oakland's doing a good job ratcheting up the pressure, hold that thought. This one up in the air. Woo! Nice D from Colorado.
Oh, boy. That was just I'm not sure that was two.
And a push pass here. And
not
that
in.
one not quite in. Ooh, another push pass look maybe.
Oh, scrambling defense. Oh, dear.
And good footwork there for Colorado to find the end zone.
Wow, that was a rough time for that turnover.
Yeah, that was number 59, Kuhlman, walking in. I was just saying that maybe they were going to see a little dip in their energy or a dip in their legs, but right there, big elevation from the Colorado D-line to get a break back and tie this one at sixes. So
here comes the swing line to once again right the ship.
Swing line looks like with the addition of Dexter there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Gavin May also trotting out to the line there.
It's probably going to be Crawford, Sysene, and Dexter handling, I would think.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Might be a short flick pull here for Colorado. It is. They're going to look to trap with their big double team on that far sideline. It's AG's number 24 and number 21, Anderson, have been that consistent double team look off the poles here, and it's a scuba, tricky one. Little IO scuba there from Crawford.
Why not?
Great look.
There's Dexter. Oh, nobody's going.
No, but a lot of space in the middle of the field here for May to work with.
Woof!
Dylan, nice. Big righty.
Singing it past him there.
Back to Crawford.
Sysene up the line. Very nice.
End zone look here. Dexter, the intended target. Has to adjust.
Oh, my gosh!
Just off the right hand.
That's a fantastic look.
That was a great look. He maybe had a slight stumble there near the end of his route there and couldn't haul that one in. Another opportunity for Colorado to get a break. Now, it won't be a clean hold here for Spiders if they do get this one back. Back in action here. Springs on the mark, guarding Spicer. That's a matchup to watch here, folks. Spicer's probably going to get this one a lot. He's going to be an every other style player for the Summit.
Joe Smash is wide open. There he goes. I think there was a pick.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout. Okay.
Colorado is going to take this timeout and get their more dedicated offensive line here onto the field. Let's see if Coach Dan wants to make any personnel changes or if he's going to let this one rock, as this line pretty potent on offense and defense, I'd say. All right, and this break brought to you by Greatest Bag. Get ready to elevate your game with the Greatest Ultimate Bag, the ultimate bag for ultimate players. With its ultimate organization system, durable design, and sleek style, you'll have everything you need to dominate on the field. Don't settle for anything less than the best. Get your Greatest Ultimate Bag today. That was a lot of ultimates.
That's, well, you know.
That's the sport, I suppose.
When you gotta come up with the word that is the best.
Best bag for the best sport, folks.
So the person to watch here out on defense is number 33, Camden Ma. He has not played yet this season. He was covering. Is it Atkin? Who's the guy who's running the entire offense last night?
Yeah, that's Zero Atkins.
Yeah, he was covering Atkins. That's a tough matchup. They're both tall, super duper athletic guys. Ma's only been playing Ultimate for, I think, 8 months or like a year and a half or something crazy like that.
Yeah, just over a year now.
So it is a big ask for him to cover sort of the hub of their entire offense.
Ooh, and I thought DeCampos might have had a shot at that first throw, but good body positioning here.
That was a travel. It wasn't called.
It's Finer, number 88. He's going to look to get this one every other, it looks like, for Colorado.
Nice D from Robin. Ooh, there's the little Spiders medicine there, the little lefty inside-out break.
And this looks like a combination line here for Colorado, just trying to get their best 7 out here because they would love to punch this one in, not waste their timeout.
Uh-oh. Robin got beat deep. Oh, looked off.
Matty Jackson flips that one back to the middle.
Good switch. A lot of switching going on here.
It's that finer action here. Back to Jackson. Jackson, nice move of the mark there.
Oh, got it off.
End zone look.
That'll do it.
That one is in, and it will be a break and an emphatic spike here for Colorado.
A lot of smack talking going on back there.
Yeah, well, they lost last night, and it was a little, I wouldn't say somber on their sideline warming up, but they maybe had a little edge to them, this Colorado side.
I think it is a little bit, I don't know. I don't want to, be the old guy on the corner there. But if you talk directly into somebody's face and you show them the disc, in the NBA, you get penalized for that. Watch this. He's going to say, see that? Looking for that? Yeah, you looking for that? Well, there it is. It's on the ground now, so suck it.
Calvin Stoughton with the emphasis at the end of that point. A little spice for you on a Saturday evening here in Oakland. All right, Colorado has retaken the lead 7-6 here. We're just about halfway through this second quarter.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I think Oakland's got to be feeling pretty good, all things considered. They did have Dexter was wide open in the end zone there. Nice around break that just doesn't quite get there.
It's Walker, Magsig, and Dexter.
Nice throw to space.
In this front three, they're going to dominate here until they see the look they want in the field space, just off the hands.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Colorado looking to get it back in action quick here. I think they want to attack this while Oakland is still setting up their defense. Maybe an end zone shot. Not quite.
That's a travel. I do not believe they didn't call that. That's just ridiculous.
Kissman on the mark here.
Oh, it's a nice
Into
throw.
the end zone.
Really nice throw.
Beautiful trailing edge right-handed grab for Colorado, and that one is another emphatic break.
That's Justin Abel up line, and just a really, great throw to space that's going to just float at the back cone.
Yeah, that one hung up
perfectly.
Just right for the only person to make the play on the field there was Colorado.
Well, I'm not surprised that Colorado would come out with a lot of energy and a lot of vigor and grr here. There's that layout from Abel. Yeah, right hand.
Magsig was...
he's in good position.
Was in pretty good position. Was close there, but didn't have a line to make a play directly to the disc.
Still got a tremendous amount of ultimate here to play.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a game of runs here in the second quarter. Yep. It was the Spiders coming out hot to start, and now Colorado has more than answered back.
Just got to kill the roller. There we go.
Looks like that swing line is back out here for Oakland.
May was going deep just to set up space. Oh, boy, big floater.
Lawrence flick to Nice here. Nice in front. Nice two hands. A lot of contact there, but no call. Well, there may have been a call. I think the refs are going to discuss that one.
Yeah, he got completely cleaned out there. The disc is coming back inbounds. He has every right to at least get to make a shot for the catch and not get clobbered.
I think the question is, I think what Colorado would argue is that this one was uncatchable. It was already out of bounds before Nice got there, and not sure what they're going to call here.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever really truly make a prediction of where a disc is going to wind up. So I think that's the right call. I think as a rule of thumb, you don't want to give defenders carte blanche to run through guys' backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this one is going to end up in Oakland's hands. You could see Feiner kind of pleading his case, but refs told him, I think, too much contact there. Yeah. So taking over here is Nice. Gets it back on the end zone. Bails that one out to
got to be deliberate.
Crawford.
Oh, golly! Oh, boy. Wow.
Crawford saw that scuba work earlier in the game and went back to the well, and it was just a bit underthrown there for Nice.
It's kind of, I think Nice zigged when Crawford thought he might zag. It just kind of looks like a little bit of miscommunication. Another miscommunication there on the switch.
Colorado, no one...
There's a good switch.
Look out.
Oh, God.
A lot of contact and found by Colorado. There was too much contact there between the Spiders players to get that one on the ground. A lucky break here for the Summit.
I mean, they read that. Spiders defenders read it the whole way. Big bid by Springs to stop the attempted hook.
Yeah, this line for Oakland really selling out. This one's going to be too low. Keenan Lawrence finds that one with ease.
Okay. Dan is not going to mess around anymore. He is going to call a timeout, which is exactly what he should do. Crawford knows that's his mistake, patting himself on the chest. He did have Nice open in the corner there, but Nice has been playing on the D-line. Crawford hasn't been playing a lot. They've been practicing together, but not in live game situations.
I mean, that's a difficult look because there's really no bailout there. That throw is going to make it or not.
Yeah.
It's an all or nothing throw, and Nice didn't have enough time to react and come back to find that disc. So Crawford acknowledged he kind of bonked himself on the head as he went off for the timeout. But Spiders do have the ball, and they are going to come out of this timeout with probably their most, steady offensive line, I would say.
Definitely. Well, they've had success with deep looks as well. People have been open deep.
Yeah, they haven't had the connections, and they've had a little trouble with the wind coming over the top on a couple of them, although we've seen some really nice backhands from the Spiders. It's that flick side huck that's given them a little bit of trouble, I'd say.
Yeah, if you get the edge up on any throws as a rule of thumb, and there's any wind, it's just going to magnify the arc tremendously.
Looks like Magsig is going to start the action here, and here's a flick huck right away. This one out in front, nicely done. What a find from Max Williams as he takes that down with two hands.
Well, I was I was throwing a little dirt on Evan Magsig's forehand hucks, and he comes back out to make me eat a little crow because that was a fantastic throw and a great run from Williams to go get it with the defender really on his back the whole way.
I thought there might have been a play from the defender in the air there, but nice shape on that throw. Good pace there.
Yeah, come off a timeout, one throw, goal, bang. Just the way the coaches drew it up.
Max, one of the captains here for the Spiders, shows his speed there. And Colorado only up one. We're closing down this first half pretty soon, especially if we have a couple more of these long back and forth points. We won't see a ton of goals here necessarily, but
yeah, pretty low scoring altogether so far.
Yeah, still single digits here in the first half.
So Camden Moss still covering Atkins. I guess they're happy with that matchup for now.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of switching, like you mentioned, a lot of switching between the handler defenders for Oakland.
Nice break. There goes Atkins deep. Now he's going to come back under.
Yeah,
here he comes.
Atkins in the handler space a lot, but he's so tall he can be a big target in the end zone if he wants to be.
Nice
Matty
job
Jackson.
Getting around. Ooh, there's a beautiful break. Oh, floater.
Robin full extension, can't find that one, and that one on a shelf. Nicely done. Nicely done. Sam Goldstein hauls that one in. That one just right up over the top. Put it where the defender couldn't be. Colorado punches in for a hold there.
That's Stroughton again, who is feeling himself a little bit out there. Number 10 with the goal. Robin with the big layout. Barely misses it.
And my turn to eat a little crow. I said these points might be a little longer and it might take a little time off the clock. That one was very efficient from Colorado. Very quick.
I am surprised we have not seen a ton of double teaming. Is that my imagination? We have not seen a lot of double teaming from the Spiders group, and that is something they have relied on tremendously from what we've seen this season. So I wonder, is Dan just holding that to bring it out in the second half of this game? I mean, at this point, that's the only time you get a chance to do it. We're almost through this quarter, but not much double teaming going on. Not much trapping double teaming.
That's an interesting point because the Spiders often opt for that short pull into a double team, but it's been Colorado who's deployed that strategy with the Spiders here in the
Frankenberg breaking some ankles. There goes Raekwon. Nope, gets looked off. Oh boy.
Frank Berg gets that one back. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 to Keenan. Super fast and efficient offense here from the Spiders. They find that one really easily. Great upfield cutting motions from multiple participants. That was nice from the Spiders.
Kind of, trademark Spiders offense we've grown accustomed to watching these past couple of weeks. One throw pierces the defense, and then it's off to the races. They are not hesitant in terms of hitting people in small, tight spaces. They are putting a huge premium on just keeping the disc moving, and that time it pays off in kind of typical Spiders small ball fashion.
Yeah, Walker and Max just put on a little clinic there, getting that one give go. to shred through the Colorado defense and punch that one in quick.
We were both handlers, and I think this would have been the most fun offense to possibly play in because you touch it over and over and over and over. And there's nothing like touching the disc over and over and over to really get you into a groove. You're not thinking. Your body's moving. It's almost like a flow state.
Yeah, but I think I'd have to be a little faster for me to work in this offense.
Oh, you just got to be quick. You don't have to be fast. You just got to get open your first 2 steps.
All right, we mentioned it. The short pull. Haven't seen this one much.
There we are.
Yeah,
okay.
Here's that double team. Atkins straight back.
And around. Siacine kind of poaching the middle areas there.
Yeah, again, Colorado using that kind of 90-degree turn to get that one back into the middle of the field here.
Nice defense from Siacine. Ooh.
A lot of pressure here from Oakland.
Looks like the mark has just shifted. Now it's forced backhand. Probably a little forced middle.
Ooh, and a tricky little flick there to get that one back to Atkins, who finds Feiner.
Oh, boy.
Feiner over the top, looking end zone. This one floating. Oh, and a slight miscalculation there from Colorado. I thought that was going to hang up, but...
That was Goldstein who misses it. You know, I wonder, that's very similar to how Clyburn's just lost one and maybe a little bit more wind than people expect, and they look up and the sun is right in their eyes.
There's Crawford.
Ooh, that's a nice break.
Finds Robin. Robin shooting.
Oh, big
backhand
boys.
to May.
Big boys all around.
Oh, and a lot of contact.
Yeah, that's a foul.
That one's coming back.
I don't even know how the Colorado defender can possibly make any appeal. He ran right through the cutter's back.
Atkins,
you just need to take your lumps on that one. Be quiet. It's okay. It happens. No biggie. Fouls happen.
Atkins with a bit of a forearm shiver in the back of
wow.
Gavin May. They are going to double team Gavin May on the end zone here, and Gavin looking to blade this one out and does. Nice
I think
find.
Coach Dan might have called the timeout. Smart. We got time running down here in the half. There is no point in going to halftime with timeouts in your pocket, especially in that situation.
Just under a minute here left in the second half, and it was a timeout. That one will save Colorado a goal, but Oakland in prime position here to punch this one in before the half is up.
Nice rip from Vickers-Basdorf, from Robin Vickers-Basdorf to May. May he's really had a huge impact in this game so far on so many levels, and that's not one that's going to show up in any stat sheet or any scoreboard, but he just got his team, 60 yards?
Yeah.
And really it's because he gets a couple of steep steps deep of his defender and then does the smart thing as the disc is coming. He's not going to just give up position. So he's going to hold his position. He's going to keep his line running on his read of the disc, and he's going to force the defender to foul him to get through to try to make a play on it.
I don't think he knew that contact was coming, to be fair.
Probably not.
I think he was just on his line and felt
absolutely.
that one in the back. So nice control there for the Spiders. They're going to set this end zone up with players lined up in the back of the end zone, spread very far and wide. Not really a host act.
Good heavens!
Oh, and it's a bit of a hospital ball to Walker, but Walker finds it and spikes that one through the legs. Quick hit here from Oakland.
That's number 11 for Colorado, Seth Ferris, who probably could not believe that throw was just thrown because he had a better line on it than Frankenberg did. And wowee, that was dangerous.
All right, and like we said, Spiders, keys to the game, they were looking to win those 1v1 defensive matchups. We're going to see how they try to pull that one off here.
You know, I actually think through this first half, I think they've been doing a really good job. They have been forcing so much dump and swing in long possessions. That means the downfield guys probably are winning those one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, we're gonna grade the coaches' keys to the game when we get back from half here. We're gonna see how they've stacked up to what they were trying to do.
Well, you remember one of Dan's coaches the game. He's like, "We're not going to do anything particularly different."
Last week
okay,
he called
well
it,
done. Good job.
Last week he called it. He just wanted to be simple.
Simple.
Simplicity was the goal last week. So
keep it. How do you grade simplicity? I don't know.
Especially from Dan, a man
who's
complicated
anything
thoughts.
but simple.
Yes, that's right. Nobel Prize winner.
Yeah, 2 times I think actually.
I think that's right.
Not that he likes to brag about it. You know, if I was him, I would all the time.
Atkins. Oh, thought he was shooting.
He loves that backhand fake, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect that backhand because he can really rip that one out to space if need be.
A little give-go here.
Yeah, quick movement here.
Ooh, Scuberlicious. Man, Staughton's
fired up.
He is just...
He fired up. He's giving him a little no-look
he
pass
is talking
there.
So much smack.
Sometimes you got to find what gives you energy, especially on the back-to-back of a 2 road games. You have to find what brings you joy, and maybe it's talking down a little bit to your opponent.
Clearly. I mean, I was always of the opinion that you don't want to give the people you play against any additional motivation to try to beat you. But you're right. Seems to be working for him.
You can see he was already looking back at Gavin saying, why weren't you guarding me there? As he flipped that one into the end
it's a
zone.
pretty tough matchup for May. Sutton looks like a pretty quick little guy, and May's a foot taller than him. So, I'm sure if the roles were reversed, May would take him deep and have an opportunity on a floater.
Gavin saying, see me in the end zone,
exactly. Come talk to me in my office.
Catch this fade in the end zone in the deep space. All right. Just about 20 seconds left here. That's a great pull.
Really good pull. We're going to have a long way to go. Clock is running.
Spiders might be happy just to get out of this one alive.
Yeah, they can't give up something short. Oh, boy, okay.
Dexter.
Just got to get it off here.
6 seconds left. Spiders don't want to do anything they don't have to. They want to just hold this one. They are going to do exactly that.
Yep. Well pulled. Hey, it's that really great pull. Puts them in the back. Magsy has to scramble a little bit to get the disc, and precious time ticking off the whole way.
Yeah, smart for Magzik not to force the issue there.
Yep.
Okay, that will draw the end of the first half. It is 10-9 advantage going to Colorado over Oakland Spiders. Matt Ruby, any quick impressions of that first half?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I think Oakland's offense looking a little cleaner as we progress. Colorado's offense just looks really pretty comfortable in a lot of times. Except they're comfortable being deliberate, I guess is the point. They're not didn't take a lot of deep shots in that second quarter, right? So they only threw one more huck. So where's your break chances?
Yeah, I like from the Spiders here. 3 or 4 in break chances.
Yeah,
they
really
aren't getting a ton of them, but they are making them count when they do, and that's kept them in this game, kept them nice and close here.
Yeah, and I think from the Spiders' perspective, you got to think these guys are going to hit an energy wall at some point. They woke up at 4:30 in the morning. Like you said, they just played an incredibly emotional game last night. So it's like hang around, and then drop a couple of body blows in the fourth quarter.
All right, and folks, we'll hope you'll hang around with us. We're going to take a little break here. We got about 9 minutes until this one's back in action, and today's halftime break is presented by Practical Venture Capital, PVC. So, folks, grab yourself a beverage, grab yourself a snack. We'll see you back here in about 5-10 minutes. All righty, talk to you soon. Alrighty, folks, we are back. We're going to get into this second half action here. Colorado jumped out to a 10-9 lead over the Spiders. And I'm back here with Matt Ruby. Again, I'm Sam Swink, and we're going to talk how the coaches have been doing on their keys to the game. Let's start with the Spiders. First one they said was win their one-to-one matchups. How are they doing, Rubes, one-to-one matchups? ABC, what do you think?
I'll give them a B+. I think that they have been winning. I think a lot of the winning the one-to-one matchups is actually a very difficult thing to calculate or to. It's hard to place a value on it because it's like when you win your one-to-one matchup, your guy doesn't touch it. So how often has that happened?
How often
right?
do we know? Yeah.
Exactly. So B+ for me. I think they're doing a good job.
I think they improved with that after the first couple points where they had a couple defensive breakdowns, but they figured it out. They were also looking to force J. Fruit under. I feel like they did pretty good there.
Yeah, great. He hasn't really what sort of impact has he had in this game so far offensively? It's hard to say. Again, hard to judge, right?
He's nice with the throws, but he's not exploiting huge matchup failures.
And Berriman is one of their best defenders. He's been covering him all game, and we haven't heard a lot of Fruit, so mission accomplished there.
All right, on the Colorado side, they wanted to slow down the deep space for Keenan specifically, but deep space slowdown, what do you think?
I think it's working.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as dynamic in terms of just bombing stuff as we have seen them be in the past, but they have had a couple of pretty good opportunities, but I haven't seen any, big 70, 60-yard hucks. It's been shorter than that typically.
All right, back in action here. Colorado's going to start on 0.
I give it a B+. Sorry.
B+? Yeah. They also wanted to have fun. I don't know how much fun you think they're having as Robin flies in with the right but can't find the D. Finer.
Oh.
No mark.
That's a great throw.
End zone. Yes. Great hit there to Atkins. Finer given a lot of time there and uses it well. Not enough pressure from the Spiders there.
Well, that's, again, youngster Camden Ma, who is covering Atkins, who is arguably probably their, I hate to say best, worst, whatever, but among their top 7 players on this team, playing a much bigger role today with Nethercutt and Landisman not being available. And I wasn't paying close enough attention, but I will bet you he started that cut from shallow.
I would think that's probably right. I think you're probably right there. 2-point advantage here now for Colorado. So they jump out with a quick hit there in the start of the third quarter here. All right, let's see what the Spiders offense can answer with. It's going to be that flick blade off to the far side.
Oh, stays in bounds.
Never gets out of bounds, so I don't think they're going to get a chance to set up that double team quite how they intended. Nice quick movement here from the Spiders.
Atkins is being backed by number 11, so they're pushing him underneath. And there goes Lawrence, but well covered by Spicer. Nice break.
Good pace on
there goes Frankenberg. Oh, he looked him off. Wow, a little risky,
and
trying to force that in. Trying to force that into a really small window. Well recognized by the Colorado defender. Swats it down.
All right, the offense here for Colorado taking over. We're gonna see a lot of Spicer.
Oh, nice break.
Good break back to the middle there. It's Brewster. A lot of contact on the mark there. That one's going to be a free 10 yards, I think.
Might have gotten lucky on that one because Lawrence looked like he was beaten to the back cone.
And Magsig's going to have to be careful on that upline cut. And some more contact. This one, when there's no more field for the penalty to go forward, they move this one to the middle of the field, giving an even more advantageous position for Colorado. And it's a flip to the break side really quick with the left, and that one is a goal. A quick break here from Colorado. Colorado coming out of this half very focused.
Smart, just smart pro ultimate cutting from Colorado. In USA U Ultimate, everyone has to stay still until the disc is checked in, and in Pro Ultimate, that is not the case. You can be moving constantly, and I think that number 21 there, Joe Anderson, just starts moving before the disc is checked live by the refs, and his defender falls asleep.
Let's check into some of the action off the field. The Spiders wrapped up a middle school camp this week. That's near and dear to your heart, Matt Ruby.
My son played in it, yep.
There we go, with 19 players from around the East Bay. The camp was run in conjunction with the youth club program, Oakland Oak, who will be competing in this year's YCCs. That's pretty fun from the Spiders.
Yeah, really fun. They loved it, and they were on this field. So a lot of kids have been. There's a lot of those kids out on the crowd today. This was their 6th day in a row of being at Fremont High School.
They're used to it by now. They know
really
better than
like
we do.
it here. Yeah.
So this was an offsides from Colorado. They got when they were pulling that one, they jumped the gun a little bit. I didn't see who in particular did, but they're actually arguing with the ref about kind of pleading, "Hey, we weren't offsides."
And I think Ref Waffles is saying, your knee was past the line, and that is sufficient.
Yeah. All right, so Spiders going to get this one right at midfield, directly in the center of the field here.
This is the swing line.
Magsig finds that one out to Springs in space. Magsig turning on the Jets, getting up line here.
Looks cross field.
Yeah, Nice was still open, but nice movement there. Finds Castro, far side. Castro flips it up and in. Spiders answer back with a quick point of their own here.
Man, the swing line, I mean,
they're getting it done.
They really are getting it done. I'm obviously Coach Dan isn't going to, flip things around where the team that was O will now become a swinger, vice versa, but it's got to give him a really good feeling and a lot of confidence, the whole group, to know that, when the chips are down and the boat's taking on a little water, you can put on that swing line, and they really do stabilize things. This is, the 4th or 5th time in this game where they've really come out and just walked in a goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bailout option per se, but, I mean, when their number's called, they have done a great job here for this Spiders 20 players. All right, back at it. Nice lefty backhand. That one's rolling in the back and maybe
Great
touched
ball.
by Colorado. This could have dangerous implications for the Spiders, for Colorado.
Oh, that was up barely. No, it was down. That was down.
It was called down.
Yep.
The ref on the our near sideline is indicating that one was down. Robin snatches that one away.
Give me that. He should just run to the line and check it in and go. Now, you don't want to get a delay of game here. They need to wait for the refs to blow this live.
Spiders setting up their end zone. We're adjusting this one a little to the right of center here. Ooh, and a good double move, but well defended.
Just need someone to go make a move here.
Yes. Campos with the speed to the open side. Pulls that one in for a break.
Well,
nicely done.
Yeah, hey, just a disciplined piece of end zone offense. They clearly want to just run a little three-handler dominator there, so everyone else patient at the back. Keep your person occupied. If they take their eyes off you, we always coach, like if your defender turns their head in a situation like this, you just put your head down and run to the 4-side cone. So, wow, that's a big break. Big break.
Yep, Spiders were down 1 at half and gotten back to that point here. Now 12-11. We'll get a second look here.
Little scoop.
Yeah, smart reset there.
Yeah. Number 44, lefty. Great throw. And, oh, by the way, also great pull. Same guy pulled it, just threw that goal. Really a great bending lefty, outside in, huge outside in pull. Really works well for these conditions because it's coming right out of the sun and it's got the wind pushing it, so it's taking an even harder edge than you might otherwise expect.
So long pull was the option a point ago. Now it's going to be that short double team here at half field.
They are not messing around. They're immediately dumping it back.
Yeah, Colorado just sprints into that double team and immediately hits it back, and usually back to the middle of the field, although this time they opted to go not sideways, excuse me. Little contact there through the double team.
Trying to get it to the middle to Atkins, number 0. That's the person they want to get it to here.
Gavin made 0-0, taking that assignment.
There we go, to the middle. Ooh, big cross field to Freud. Freud, I never know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry, Jay.
I think he's a Freud.
I'm just going to call him Jay.
And here is Jay, running point on this point, hitting every other, and probably going to walk this one in. Yes, he will. Oh, and I asked I kind of snuck over to our Spiders in the locker room and asked them what was with all the trash talk here between the Colorado Summit and them, and they said it's nothing in particular. Colorado, I think, gets energy from kind of being chippy, and again, they came off an emotional game last night, like we mentioned, so no particular animosity, but I think they do like to keep the mouth running as well as the legs.
Well, from a game management perspective, from the referee's perspective, if that's the case, and I think that head coach Jim Lemons mentioned that he felt like he was watching that game last night against Salt Lake and Colorado, and it was getting chippy in the fourth quarter. So what that has to mean from a player's perspective is understand that the refs are going to be calling everything really close. They're not going to let this game get out of hand. They really don't want to do that. And once people start making plays that they feel are like dangerous, hold on, I'm just going to stop talking.
Well, that was a great hammer out of the double team, and Spiders finding tons of open field here. Lawrence in the middle flips it across. Spiders have just marched this one down.
It is a jailbreak.
Rapid pace here. Back to Lawrence, should be in the end zone. He is.
No big surprise there. When a double team gets broken by a hammer, which it was there, that whole point starts with Clyburn throwing a hammer down the line to Williams. The defense is, in common parlance, hosed. You are in big trouble, because then it's like, I don't know, 5-on-3, and you really have to score all of those points, all those opportunities. So Spiders really just walk it in on the jailbreak.
Yeah, and Dex did a great job there following the play. He, like you said, he started that action and then ended up throwing this assist, I believe.
Yep.
As he sprinted down to get into the correct position there. Take another look here. See Dex left side of your screen coming into focus as he...
Here's the scoop, and the scoop back to Lawrence for the goal.
That's right. Okay, in this upwind side, Spiders actually airing out this pull.
This is going to pin back in bounds. Holy mackerel, what an amazing pull.
A beautiful pull.
That could have been bad news for Colorado. Two players sort of trying to figure out who's going to get it, who's going to field it.
Yeah, beautiful look from the Spiders.
That was a travel that I'm still shocked the refs aren't calling.
I don't think they're going to start calling anytime
Atkins
soon.
is going deep.
Robin almost got a D there. Colorado trying to exploit that mismatch, as there was some confusion here from the matchups, but Spiders have kind of settled down and found where they want to be.
Good on Colorado, though. Oh, boy. Mendoza's going to get a shot at this.
Mendoza on the back, but great position from Colorado.
And that's a foul. That's fair. Yeah. Number 23 is holding his spot. He has every right in the world. That's Connor Olson. He has every right in the world to go have both feet under him, go have an opportunity to make a play on that. Mendoza's really in a bad spot anyway. It's kind of similar to what we saw May do earlier in the game. That's definitely the right call.
So the Colorado offense is going to take over here into a double team right on the end zone line, trying to step through, draw some contact. Atkins flipping out and finding Quinn Feiner there, far side of the end zone. Good quick 1-2 punch from Colorado, getting that one back on track for their offense.
Yeah, just the clean hold there. Haven't seen a lot of them this game, honestly. I feel like it's been messy all around. Both offenses have looked like they've been struggling to just sort of, have those clean, flowing, easy-looking points of offense. Everything looks difficult, which from the other team's defensive perspective is awesome. You want everything to look difficult.
So both teams have hit double digits for turnovers, 10 for the Summit and 11 for the Spiders as of that last point, as long as we're updated. And there wasn't a turn that point, so it should be all up to date. But still relatively low. I mean, it won't be as low as last night for Colorado against Salt Lake City, where they kept it into, I think they had 16 total. Well, I shouldn't say that. They might play a perfect, pitch a perfect second half here, but
wow, someone catching a pull. Very unusual. When's the last time we saw that?
Yeah, they're throwing deep pulls now to this left side of your screen, which they were not before.
There goes Lawrence, who got tripped, but there's no call. A little bit of sort of incidental contact. People getting their feet tangled. Woo. Dexter goes up early. Kiss him with the disc.
Kissman pump fakes, tells his team to get back under, maybe looking for a different option.
Frankenberg puts a hand out wide open to that side.
Frankenberg, nice inside
break.
flick.
Big fake that nobody bites.
That fake might function more as a, hey, everybody keep moving, as opposed to I'm actually going to throw it. Walker in stride. Nice find there. That's Raekwon Atkins jumping it in with two hands, number 30. Okay, clean hold.
Clean holds. And what I think is a big factor on that clean hold, everybody's involved. Who didn't touch the disc in that point? I think almost everyone touches the disc. It's a lot like, it's a lot like any other sport. If you can assume that your person is out of the play, it gives you carte blanche to put your head up, go, jump into a lane, snarl this up, whatever. But as long as the disc is moving and everybody's touching, it's going to keep everybody honest. Really nice piece of flowing offense from Oakland.
All right, that point was brought to you by On Target Computing. On Target Computing is proud to be a sponsor of the Oakland Spiders. On Target has a world-class team that will drive your cloud projects to done. When your project needs a team that will sprint into the end zone, think On Target Computing, the cloud computing team that is always on target.
On target.
That's right.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, speaking of On Target, Spiders, again, long pull here. They're putting that one out to space and trying to cover this quickly.
Doing a pretty good job, actually. Both teams doing a pretty good job of covering pulls.
Agreed, and that's not easy with this long field.
Atkins, oh, boy. Atkins, he is just rampaging right now.
Yeah, using that motor to get big yardage here for Colorado. And into the end zone, a clean hold, clean hold, clean hold. Stoughton walked that one in full speed with that flick there.
Good. It's a smart adjustment from the Colorado coaches. Atkins, the first half of this game, has been content to be kind of a swing hub in the handler space, and they are cutting him loose and letting him run deep. And it's a really tough cover for anybody, but particularly for Camden Ma, who is very new to Ultimate. Does have all the athletic ability in the world, but maybe not quite as much of the craftiness that will develop. So, yeah, good adjustment on Colorado's side for sure.
Yeah, and that might be Atkins recognizing sort of where they want him to be. Yeah, where they want him to be and trying to get somewhere else to break out that offense there. Quick pace of play here with these clean holds. It's just about halfway through the third quarter. Still a 2-goal advantage for Colorado.
Some junk there in the front. Okay, so now we're coming down with Colorado's coming down with this.
Yeah, this was that zone we kind of saw before.
That was
a lot of contact there.
What the heck?
No call.
Wow. Okay.
Hold on.
Someone blew a whistle there.
Yeah, May was kind of indicating that it came from behind the play to our right.
So the refs are going to get together to talk about it.
Yes, indeed. All right, while they're discussing that, we can talk a little more off-field business. The Spiders are excited for SF Pride Parade on Sunday, June 25th. The players and staff will be volunteering to support the event, so that should be a lot of fun. Next weekend, I believe, because I don't think the Spiders have a game next weekend. I think they're taking a weekend off. So hopefully if you're in the area, you can make it out. No call, I think, is being indicated. But if you're in the area and you can make it out to Pride in San Francisco and say hi to the Spiders, that'd be a lot of fun. And there's a lot of talk here between players and refs and back to the players.
And the Colorado coach actually came out on the field to stand next to the coaches huddle, which I don't think that's allowed. But he got the result he wanted, and he walked back to the sideline pleased.
Okay, it's a vert stack here for Colorado and a double team here for the Spiders to try to slow down that action. And a lot of physicality here on these marks.
Yep, there it is.
Will be a foul.
Okay. Yeah. I just don't love seeing things where it's almost like it's, if it's a foul one way, it should be a foul the other way too.
That one, there was contact. I don't know if there was enough to call the foul or not. This one should be in the end zone.
Wide open.
It will be. Nice find there from Colorado. Punching that one in. That was Joe Anderson.
I think Spiders players are going to start getting a little upset here.
So that edge that Colorado plays with that we've noted, maybe Spiders need to add a little edge to their second half here if they want to win this energy battle, because you would expect Colorado to flag a little bit, but so far so good for them. They're looking pretty pumped up here. It's going to be that swing line here for the Spiders as well. They're walking over to our right here. And
trying to get the crowd pumped up there.
Yeah, and for the summit, you can see 34 Cody Spicer, the veteran, kind of imploring his team about the game plan for this point, hammering home something there, some point of focus for this summit squad. Long pull here in the downwind side. This one a dangerous roller.
Oh, it rolls out the side.
That one should come up to the cone, I believe. No, maybe not.
Oh, boy.
Crawford clears out space. Now the count will start. Look
wow.
out!
Wow! Oh, it was out of bounds. Holy mackerel, that was almost an incredible play.
That might have been a...
That was
not quite
nearly
a
a layout Callahan, but Spiders are lucky that does not go, that the player who D's that does not land in bounds.
That stunned me as well as everyone else. Is
not in.
Trying to use some fancy footwork to get this one in is Colorado. Wanting this break.
Oh, this is big.
Swing line trying to desperately keep this one out of the end zone, but...
Not in yet.
Not in yet, you're right.
Oh, careful.
And a spider-on-spider collision there, but Colorado secures the disc and walks that one in. That was a huge D in the back of the end zone. That shocked me. I didn't even see that one coming.
Well, the defender saw it coming a mile away. Crawford is in trouble, and I don't exactly know what when you put a pull there, the offense is in deep trouble. First of all, you're sort of scrambling to try to stop the roll. It rolls past you. You're running there. The rest of your offense doesn't know if you've actually stopped the roll or not. So they're not going to be necessarily in position to be able to help you immediately. That's a tough one. That was a huge defensive play from Colorado.
Yeah, and credit to Colorado for running down so hard on that pole and getting that pressure right off the first throw. So another break for them. They're taking a
they're really starting to put the wood to Oakland here.
4-point advantage.
Very short turnovers, short porch turnovers for Oakland on two back-to-back possessions. Oh, here comes another one. Wow. Good catch. Oh, there goes. Max is wide.
Max Williams is open. Keenan Lawrence shooting for it. This one is going to trail right into the hands of the sprinting Williams, and he pulls that one down for a quick, clean hold for Oakland to kind of steady the ship here. Just a few throws there to make that offense work. Nice pace on that one from Lawrence, the captain.
Also, notice that where that disc ends up, it is thrown from the forehand side and crosses to the other third of the field, all the way to the left. They've been referring to those as back shoulder throws, where you're not throwing it up on a platter in front of the cutter. You're kind of having it almost cross their face, where it's going to wind up crossing in this case, from their right, over their right shoulder towards their left, because it puts it in a spot where a defender really has absolutely no chance to make a play on it.
All right, taking back over. This looks to be a more dedicated D line, not the swing line. This is the D line here for Oakland.
It's Bauman with a nice pull again.
And good pressure off this first throw as well.
Now let's see if Atkins takes Camden deep.
Cannon, good D there.
Yeah, excellent defense.
Stop the first option. Kind of a couple high stall count situations for Colorado.
Atkins is going. Here he goes. Robin helps out a little bit, but he's still isolated in space. Oh, wow.
Robin finds the D there. That one's slipping through the hands of the Colorado player. And
this is a prime timeout moment here.
Yeah, Spiders would love a break here to get this advantage a little closer.
A lot of lefties here. A lot of lefties on this line. Nope.
Faking us out here in the booth. I thought
Yes,
that one's going up. Robin, nice
what a great
flick
throw.
out to space.
Wow, that's an amazing bid.
Big bid there. A lot of contact, no foul.
Wow. Okay, now I'm calling a timeout if I'm Coach Dan here.
Timeout called in the booth does not count, folks.
No.
Mendoza with the disc. Lefty flick out to space to Campos. Oh, can't find it. He was going out with the outstretched right hand, but just a bit too far. Clock's still ticking here. Just about 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Spiders needed that one, but perhaps they can provide the defensive pressure to get this disc back, but we'll see.
Well, not so far. Throw to the sideline. Easy throw to the sideline. Another one.
Double team.
It's a good around.
Oh, at the ref.
Wow, okay.
A good layout stab there. Goldstein finds that one.
Pretty good pressure here from Oakland.
Feiner probably getting this one every other.
Uh-oh, trouble. Ma fell down.
Ma.
Oh, boy.
Readjusting, finding his matchup. You can see a little bit of heavy legs, maybe both sides here. Both teams trying to cobble together some energy for this point.
Atkins is wide open in the deep areas.
Nice
with Robin on
grab.
him. It's a tough height matchup for RVB.
Matty Jackson trying to use his legs to get this reset, and does. Spiders fans really turning up the heat, and it's a turnover. Feiner calling for a foul. I don't know where he thought there was contact
no foul
there, but no foul called by the refs.
Who's got the energy here, right?
Spiders another chance. Could be a timeout, like you said. We'll see. Mendoza pushing deep.
Oh, boy. Small window.
A lot of contact through the stack here. There was a
foul called.
I think a foul upfield there.
Ooh, got a lot of hands-on legs here for Oakland. Both teams probably feeling it. It's been a long point.
Yeah, that late third quarter grind is where the energy starts to
deteriorate
wane a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, great defense there. Wow,
oh,
really
goodness.
Excellent defense on RVB.
Robin flips that one back around with the backhand. Timeout, I think.
Yes.
It is indeed just under a minute here in the third quarter. What an exciting point here. Very back and forth, a lot of D's, a couple mistakes, and ultimately it's the Spiders with the disc here and a chance to punch in before this quarter expires.
Well, Dan, Coach Silverstein does call the timeout. Like you said, timeouts called in the booth don't count, evidently.
All right, and this break brought to you by CSC. This season, the Spiders are excited to partner with Oakland-based Compound Strength and Conditioning and Coach Anthony Petty. They worked with him last year as well. Super helpful for this squad. For more information and to train like the Spiders, email Coach Petty at info@antpetty.com. Again, that's info@antpetty.com. All right, folks. Refs are talking over something there too, and you can see that in the middle of your frame. They maybe kind of what has gone down in this last minute and a half. It's been a lot of officiating needed because there's been a lot of contact.
A lot of required officiating.
This one tapped back into Dexter. Actually found a clever backhand to space there. It is going to be that kind of dominator step, and there's that same clever
a high
backhand.
release.
Yep. Walker sends his mark flying, and he's going to be off to the races trying to punch this in, and they do. The Spiders finally find the end zone, and that break. Raekwon walked that one in from the nice quick movement from the Spiders offensive handlers there.
Series of high release backhands that sort of push the disc to the far side. And as a defender, now you got to start thinking about that. Is that high release going to come off? And Raekwon is open to the force side.
Yeah, and Walker got so much space for his team there, using his legs, just marching that one up the field. And let's see.
Atkins with the goal. 2 hands on it. Got to be secure.
Okay.
34.
Yeah, 30.
Plenty of time here. Plenty of time.
30-ish seconds left in this quarter. If you're the Spiders, I think the goal is keep Colorado out of the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, a pretty obvious one, but you don't want to let a big huck go up and have a big momentum play to shift the end of this quarter.
Nope.
Colorado, I mean, obviously wants the goal, but I think they're mostly happy with just great pressure here from the Spiders.
Oh, good pressure from Max. Come down, at least make the thrower think about that throw. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yeah, Max.
Who's open? So Berriman is one-on-one.
Oh, and a drop?
What happened?
Atkins saying no, he hit it. Okay, that is the call on the field.
Still 20 seconds, just a hair under 20 left here. Plenty of time. This 2-3 throw is easy with this much time. Hold on, I think the refs are putting a little bit of time out. Now it's actually 21 seconds. They put a little bit of extra time on.
All right, action started back here. You can hear the crowd getting loud.
Here we go. Gavin May is just playing center field. If you're wondering why people are so wide open, that's why.
Gavin May with a big left-handed block.
They just need to move it. They just got to get it and chuck it in the end zone as quickly as they can here.
Springs, backhand, searching over the top for
Keenan might.
Lawrence.
Oh,
goodness.
I thought there was a chance
I
there.
thought there was too. And time is going to expire here, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Exciting end to the last play there. Springs trying to shoot that one out to space. Can't find it, but keeps Colorado out of the end zone. That's what I was hoping they could do, and that is what they did. Colorado had a chance at it, but...
Yeah, if people at home were wondering why so many Colorado players looked wide open, it's because one of the Spiders defenders, Gavin Way, who just came up and made that block, is just standing in the end zone. So there's always going to be at least one person wide open. Times his run to, close down on deep really perfectly to stop that shot into the end zone.
All right, taking a look at those stats through 3 quarters here.
Wow, 251 completions for Colorado. That is a boatload.
Yeah, and testament somewhat to the Spiders' defense, making them take a lot of short passes, but I think that's part of their game plan, like their coaches mentioned before. They're happy playing possession ball and using their throws and not having to take deep shots to get into the end zone today.
Pretty good break chances from both teams, really. I mean, 5 out of 8, you will take that any day of the week, and over 50% for the Summit as well.
Yeah, and huck percentage, impressive marks for both there. I mean, they're basically hitting all their hucks, but both teams really trying to prevent hucks from going up. So those have to be measured and have to be just at the right time. But when they are, they seem to be working for both squads here.
We have never kept statistics for this, and maybe we should start. But the margin of turnovers based on the score of the game, how often does that line up? Almost
perfectly.
Precisely. Once again, here we are. 2 more turnovers for Oakland, and they are down 2.
And if you can't get enough of us and Ultimate in general, the Swing Pass podcast, Professional Ultimates podcast about the news and happenings around the AUDL, Daniel and Adam recap highlights from the past week and preview the matchups ahead. Find the Swing Pass podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. The Apples, the Spotifys,
something we haven't, right now, I think we touched on it briefly, but what really is at stake here is a playoff spot for both teams, but neither team is out of the playoffs with a loss today.
Correct.
Since 3 teams are going to get in, what it really is at stake is traveling to Colorado. I mean, I'm assuming, let's just, let's put it forward that these 2 teams both get in. Salt Lake is going to win the division. I don't think there's any question about that.
It doesn't seem like that's going to be enough.
So let's say it's Oakland v. Colorado. So then it becomes, where is that Western Divisional playoff game held? Is it held here, where you don't have to travel to a mile above a mile high?
Yep.
And, or is it going to be, at Colorado? So this is a monstrous game for the Spiders, and now it really comes down to they have to have a monstrous quarter to win this game.
All right, back in action here, 4th quarter. Colorado a 2-goal advantage going in here, and there's a hammer over the top to start this one. Lawrence skies up with the right, what a grab, and another hammer into the end zone. It's a 2-hammer point for the Spiders. The crowd is loving it. Oh my goodness, what a grab.
Oh my God. That Lawrence goes over Spicer to get that. Spicer, who is I believe the reigning defensive player of the year in the AUDL. Just a perfect read from Lawrence. It really is kind of a desperation cross-field pass from Clyburn that counts getting up there. And then I sometimes think that hammers are a little bit infectious. You watch one person throw and you're like, you know what? I can throw one too. So Lawrence watches Clyburn throw him one, and he immediately uncorks the next one to Williams. Wow.
Yeah, hammer fever here for the Spiders to start this 4th quarter. Williams put himself in a great position there for Lawrence's hammer, and a quick 2-throw point here for the Spiders.
Wow.
Back on defense. It's going to be that swing line here. Springs airs this pull out with a backhand.
We've seen some just tremendous plays. I mean, I don't want to understate that near Callahan at the back of the end zone layout by Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
I think it struck us both dumb because it happened so fast, but normally we would be jumping out of our skins on a play like that. Oh, big huck.
Huck coming. Was that one tipped? Dylan Nice.
Oh, boy.
Can't find it.
Couple more steps. He might have had a shot at it.
Feiner flips a backhand out to space. Frood here. Back into Stoughton, and Colorado answers back with a quick one, and somebody, I think is that Gavin May? No, that's Dylan Nice.
He's holding his head.
Yeah, Dylan Nice is like, I if I was a little bit taller.
He might have actually been able to take one or two more steps, but as a defender, it's really hard to make that sort of calculation on the fly. And let's not forget, Dylan Nice is 18 years old. He literally came out of the high school division to play among some of the best adult players in the world. And there are going to be little growing pain moments like that where, in 2 years, I guarantee he takes two more steps before he makes a play on that disc.
And, I mean, you can see why Coach Dan has him in these lineups, right? He has him in these combinations because he trusts him to make those big plays. And that's when he certainly can make, although taking just not quite the optimal line there. Very close from Dylan.
Really great performances from both of the high schoolers. Both Atkins and Nice this season have had just phenomenal seasons considering their age, seasoning, and the years of experience just playing Ultimate at a high level.
Yeah, big impact from the youngsters here for the Spiders. I mean, that is one of the storylines coming into the year was this veteran young player hybrid kind of core they have.
Great fake to freeze the marker there. There's Dexter. Okay, here it comes.
Dexter flick. This one going Walker intended the receiver.
Wow!
Walker uses his body there to keep the defender out and finds a nice two-handed grab there. Converts that one for another quick hold for the Spiders.
That's number 12, Justin Abel, who is off in really good defensive position. That is just a fantastic read for Frankenberg, honestly. And once again, Clyburn showing his complete lack of shyness when it comes to putting up big throws.
And that flick hook that's kind of eluded the Spiders today, that was a nice look there. Found the end zone. Dexter showing off his throwing prowess. And that's something Jake mentioned in the booth last week. People think he's just going to do the athletic thing, but no, he's got great touch on these throws as well. So
he's been playing for a long time. He's played in high school and probably in middle school. I just high-fived one of the kids that I coach, who's I've been coaching since he was a fourth grader. I expect to see him out here in a couple of years, too.
Start him young here for the Spiders.
That's right.
Another big pull here out to the end zone line. Atkins running point here. Gets the give-go.
Burke
finds
on the
Quinn
mark.
Feiner.
DeCampos can't quite close it, but he does contain it.
Huck, no.
No, just a fake, like you said. Maybe a little bit of a communication fake for downfield cutters. And maybe you could get the marker leaning, but Mendoza doesn't bite.
Mendoza did a nice job helping out DeCampos there with stopping that first look for the reset, stopping any sort of upfield give-go momentum.
Colorado's running kind of a vert stack, and they're being really patient, just putting a single cutter out in space, one after the next. Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, high release flipped up and over there. Stoughton with the disc now.
Force middle back to where it came from. Oh, Lamb's leaning, but can't quite get there. Bauman gives up the break. Uh-oh. Lamb is injured. Yep, Lamb's hurt. 33. He's either hurt. He's really, really laboring, but he makes it. Oh, wow. He's giving it his best here.
Good shutdown defense on that first move.
Nice defense. Wow, great catch.
Out far with the right and flips that one up and in. Nice hit for the Summit there. Ooh,
man.
That's a big layout from a big boy.
Wow, look at him. He's got his hands on his knees. He is working so freaking hard out there right now. He's almost every other. Lamb, 33 for Oakland, also really working tremendously hard. And I wonder, what we talked about earlier, that defensive pressure, it's been mounting this whole game, and is it going to, bring the Spiders through in this quarter?
Yeah, Spiders are going to need that break. In addition to a clean hold right here, they're going to need a break if they want this W. Still down 2 here. Over 9 minutes left, though. Plenty of ADL action still to go.
Looks like Colorado has been penalized here. They are going to be pulling from their own end zone.
Yeah, it might have been a delay of game.
Either a delay of game, or the coach was on the field. Maybe he didn't get off in time, or he was chewing on one of the ref's ears and he gets hit with a technical. But regardless, walking them back, 30 yards.
Also, this does not eat any clock here, so Spiders advantageous position to start this point.
What kind of pull are we going to see here? The bomb pull or the roller?
This one is just a backhand out to space. It's not trying to do too much, just keep it in play.
Kind of blading, though.
Walker here to start the action.
Oh, Scuba to
the top.
Putting Magsick downfield. Interesting.
Yeah, they've run Kissman out of that slot spot before, but we'll be Magsig.
Oh, boy.
Look out.
Got to stay in bounds. Nearly drop. Oh, boy. Great hands there from Atkins. Kind of an awkward catch.
Atkins uses his speed to get up line with efficiency and finds the captain, Keenan Lawrence, in the end zone. Another quick clean hold here for Oakland.
Man, the youth showing out. Oakland youth really showing up today. Gavin May having an incredible game after having just finished his college season. Atkins showing a little bit of his stuff as well.
Yeah, Atkins has been great today. I mean, Dylan Nice not getting that D to the point we saw before, but I mean, he's just been all over this, taking really tough matchups. You can see
he always does. He always covers the best person on the field. Now, Dylan is not the only player on this team that went directly from the high school division to playing pro. Raekwon Atkins as well, following in his footsteps, and they're both playing YCC together. Can you imagine that?
I don't want to be on the other side of that matchup. if I'm in high school,
I don't want to be the coach of the other side of that matchup, because you look around and let me get this straight. You have 2 pro players on your team playing basically high school ultimate.
A little unfair, maybe. All right, Springs opts for the big backhand pull here. Atkins catches that one in the center.
Let's see how much gas Atkins has left in the tanker. Oh, boy, that was nearly hand blocked. What a great mark from Siasine.
Looks like there was a little contact.
Yeah.
Going to get a free 10 and a free
I think if
stall
that
count
disc
here.
was released, that was going to get hand blocked.
Goldstein with the disc here.
Good D from Castro. Yeah, Atkins now is just going to... He looks a little labored here. Understandably, he's really tired. He's played a lot today.
He's played a lot. I mean, basically every other point, if not more.
He's taken Castro deep.
I mean, both teams maybe looking
Oh,
a little
boy.
labored. Here's a
Big
shot
huck.
to the end zone. Burke and Chase.
Oh.
Nice touch there. Connor Olson just walks that one in with 2 hands. Colorado, another quick clean hold. That's been sort of the story here in the fourth quarter. These quick offensive bursts for goals.
I was giving Oakland's offense credit for staying out of the deep areas when they recognize that they have a deep cutter who's open. That cut was generated from, I'd say, 10 to 15 yards in front of the disc, and he had his man beat the whole way, so the rest of the Colorado offense, they're going to stay in. They're not going to allow any other defender to go muck up those deep areas and just open it up, leave it wide open. That's a really lovely lefty forehand for the goal to number 27. Great one.
Yep, right out to space there. Okay, Colorado maintaining that buffer of 2 goals here on Oakland. Spiders going to need, again, clean hold and have to turn up the pressure a little bit more on defense if they want this win.
There's a nice pull.
Clock starts running here. Dexter here. Maybe backhand to space. Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Raekwon
Atkins goes up 2 hands and finds it.
That should be a foul. I don't know why they're not calling that.
Through 2 defenders and finds Lawrence on the far side. Great catch there from the
Raekwon,
youngster.
holy cow. Talk about having some faith in your receivers. Wowzers. Dexter to Atkins, I believe together they add up to 27.
Younger than me.
Yeah. Wow. Atkins just through a crowd. I was actually hoping the refs would call a foul there, but I think what they want to do is they want to let that play out, because if they stop it, then whatever advantage was gained is then lost. So that's actually kind of a good no call. Here goes Atkins in the crowd. Goes up. Wow, really got taken out. And the guy's grabbing his arm, too. That's some kind of chippy baloney in my book. But it results in a goal.
You want to see the age? I mean, he bounced up immediately after that contact. He was on his feet instantly there. All right, Spiders need to ratchet up that defensive pressure like we talked about here. They need a break if they want this win. Colorado can trade out and take this one home. It's a mistake.
Wow.
Mendoza finds a ghosty there with the left hand.
His hand.
Mendoza for bookends. He gets it. And a break for the Spiders draws it level at 20.
Wow.
A bit of pandemonium here in Oakland.
Holy mackerel. How many times, Sam, have we stuck our hand in the passing lane and just prayed? And it actually works.
That time it works.
It actually works this time for Mendoza.
And you could see how fired up he was. His energy coming off that with the goal. He was bouncing into teammates left, right, and center. That was huge break for the Spiders as they capitalize on somewhere in between a mistake and just heads-up play from Mendoza.
Yeah.
You put those arms out.
You put your arms
with
out
a purpose.
You put them right around shoulder level, because that's where most discs are going to be flying. And wow, You know, it's interesting. You watch Mendoza's been around for a long time. That's like truly a veteran play. That's someone who's played a lot of Ultimate. We're seeing both ends of the spectrum here. We're seeing guys who have barely played at this high level really contributing, and then we see the old vet make a play. And once again, we have another.
Yeah, it looks like Colorado.
Another penalty.
Colorado backed up into their end zone, or to their line of their end zone again. And I think this was an offsides on the Spiders.
That makes things okay.
Trading delay of games for offsides. I think this one's going to go to midfield here.
Yeah.
Adkins is going to start this one off.
This is the swing line again. Looks like Lamb is on the swing line, which is an adjustment. I think he's been mostly playing defense, but they put him in on swing here.
This is a poach look here from the Spiders to try to stop any big upfield throws. They're going to get into those passing lanes about 5-10 yards away from the disc and force a lot of throws here from Colorado.
And set a big double. They have May and they have Lamb, both of whom are over 6'3". Huge markers. Huge markers.
Yeah, it's going to be a double team. Any opportunity they can get there quickly. Oh, it's a block! Castro through the running. Knocks it away. Look out! This one up in the air, and a huge D from Colorado to answer this one back and forth.
Two awesome defensive plays by defenders who are really out of the play. Just come in and make a real heads-up play.
And the Spiders have to calm down, put these double teams back on, and try to generate some more pressure.
Colorado doing a pretty good job here, honestly.
Yeah, they absolutely. And this one's over the top. That one is going to blade in.
He was in bounds, evidently. Looked really close.
Labored. I mean, the legs are looking a little shaky. Both squads here. They try to find the end zone. Is this it?
Boy, it is. That's a sneaky inside-out, no-look break. Magsig cannot believe it because he just made sort of a lazy cross-field pass that floats on him, and it gets D'd after Castro comes through and makes it an incredible layout block right in front of the Colorado receiver.
Feiner was the one to ultimately catch that goal. I would like his running stats for the day. I want to know how many miles he's put out because he has been all over this field, both sides, just getting the disc every other and using his legs so effectively to get open and run this Colorado offense.
So I think that Mendoza block where he stuck his hand in, I would describe that as a little bit of maybe a fatigue error where it's just a throw that you think you can fit in, and if you're not exhausted, you probably can. There was a little bit of a mental break there from Magsig, so I know he's going to be very focused coming forward here. I don't anticipate him making that sort of mistake where he's sort of just not really sort of stepping out and putting the right amount of zip on a throw that he would have earlier in the game.
Three-person dominator set here for Oakland to start this point off. Look out. It's Walker.
It's a little packed in here, a little crowded. Oh, wow. They love those.
I don't know how they're finding these tight windows here for the Spiders, but I guess there was some contact there as this foul will result in 10 free yards for the Spiders.
I would go back to Atkins here if I was them.
And a flick out to space. Beautiful pace on that one.
There goes Lawrence. Nope, not there. Double team.
Smart double team here from Colorado.
All day. Here it comes.
A lot of space here for these Oakland handlers to work with.
Careful here. It is a little windier out there than I think we're giving it credit for.
Also, if the marks aren't close, it
is a mess out there. Oh, my, and somehow he sneaks it through.
Stall counts don't start until
they
someone gets
are really
closed.
Dedicated to a dominator here.
Yeah, they've worked it the entire length of this field, basically. High stall count situation. Timeout called? Yes, it is.
Yep, got to call it. They're smart.
That was at about 6.5 seconds there, so Dan comes in, bails out this handler set as they maybe were running out a little bit. Steam.
Yeah, and running into one another as well, so you start to feel like maybe the coordination falling apart a little bit, and that's okay. Still maintaining possession.
So they're going to grab a little break here, get some energy. Speaking of which, this game sponsored by Coda Energy. The Spiders are partnering with Coda Energy Group, a grassroots organization with in-house installers and premium equipment. They're in the business of helping people eliminate their electric bill and reduce their fossil fuel footprint with solar. To hear more, stop by the Coda booth to see if solar would make sense for you and enter the raffle to win a signed Jake Thorne jersey. Jake Thorne, inside man, I believe he works for the company.
I believe he does.
So
he was in the booth with you last week. He did a great job.
He was, and you can see those Coda signs kind of on that far sideline, taking up some real estate behind the Colorado bench. All right, Spiders coming out of the timeout here. I didn't see if there was big personnel changes. It looks basically the same here.
I think so, yeah.
So they're just going to kind of reset, catch their breath, and try to work it in from this end zone set. They're about 15 yards out here.
Kind of ISO Frankenberg here. They threw a bunch of high release backends here last point, so I wonder if that's what they're looking at again.
And Frankenberg is going to use those legs to generate a lot of space here and
There's
finds that high release backhand. Excuse me.
Oh, my gosh, what a catch.
Acrobatic catch, and that one he's saying still in his hand.
He got fouled. Wow. Woo! He has bailed out the Spiders twice down here on those high releases where he's got defenders collapsing on him.
Dexter,
Scuba, not in.
Not in. That one should be if caught, and it is.
Hold on.
Is there a call?
Oh, Dexter was standing in the end zone when he threw that, apparently.
So that's a travel.
So that's a travel, yeah. Just got to be 100% here.
Walker generating with his legs. Woo! Look out. Almost a lot of contact, but Walker finds it and levels this one at 21. Excuse me.
Wow. I'm going to give Noah Cookman there, who is the Colorado defender who stuck his nose in that play. There can be times where it can be really dangerous to do that, and Noah, to his credit, took an angle where he doesn't touch anybody. So good on you, Mr. Cookman, for not absolutely cleaning Frankenberg's clock when he's at his most vulnerable at that moment.
Yeah, no hit stick on that play, thankfully. We have a little over 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. A tied game, and if you've been watching, the energy levels have really been back and forth here. I mean, both teams having a lot of spice left here near the end of this game.
No more timeouts for Oakland. So
that's right.
If things get dicey, high counts, we might see some fun throws.
I think we're going to see that hammer again, perhaps.
Yeah, we're going to see some fun ones for sure.
Here's the backhand pull from Magsig.
Good pull. Nice pull. Caught on one hop. Very nice.
Atkins sneaks out to about the 1 or 2 yard line there and flips that one through. Olsen here finds Finer.
Ooh, Dexter's on the D-line. That's new and different.
Yeah, they're crossing over some players here. Look out, Burke with a big layout, but can't find it.
Gets the mark set.
Matty Jackson here.
Uh-oh. Robbins going deep, covering Atkins, but throw doesn't go up. Oh, boy.
Fruit back to Jackson. Jackson up here to Olsen. A lot of pressure from Dexter, but look out.
Nice
and a D here.
Got one.
Robin gets in front and knocks that one away. A break chance and a chance at the lead here for the Spiders. Like you noted, no timeouts.
Going backwards. They just got to, I would consider actually just taking a deep shot here. Nobody's going.
You're going to need a deep cut for that to work.
Yeah, that's a good point. There goes Dexter.
And it's going up. Left hand turn to this flick.
Oh my gosh!
Dexter pulls it down with the right. That one's not in.
He's standing there looking.
That one is.
Wow!
And a break for the Spiders. They break it open and take the lead 22-21. Are you kidding me?
Wow, as if on cue. I am wrong up here most of the time, but this time I'm right. Take the shot. Take the shot. Your offense is flagging. And right now, Colorado is reeling a little bit. And Dexter going up. Clyburn goes up so strong with the right hand.
That's that 1v1 mentality that Coach Dan was talking about. Win a 1v1 matchup. Well, that's winning a 1v1 matchup, all right.
And that's sort of that back shoulder throw that we were talking about, where it's a throw that's going to kind of cross his face and ideally end up in a spot where the defender is out of position. Wow. Holy, that's huge.
Clyburn hitting us with the web slingers here.
And the crowd is on their feet. Absolutely. I believe we have another penalty. Once again.
A delay of game, perhaps?
It's a technical foul, or I don't know what. But we mentioned this earlier. I don't think the refs are taking anything from these players. So if he has, a player yell, you missed the call, blah, 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 or the coach flips out, starts, kicking water bottles or whatever, these refs are pulling out the whistles quick. And the result here is a big pull advantage for the Spiders, but last time this happened, they were offsides. So I would like to think, I'm sure Coach Dan is saying, stay on sides, stay on side, stay on side, stay on side.
Yeah,
you don't want to give them any free anything here.
You could see on the right side of your screen just a second ago, the refs were having a little conference at midfield, maybe discussing how to keep this game under control. There was a brief pause. I don't think it was a timeout from Colorado. It certainly was not a timeout from
Well, let me correct
Spiders.
something here. It looks to me like the Spiders are pulling from the 30, so that's sort of standard operating procedure. But the refs were huddled up in the middle of the field. I have to assume they're saying, like, this game's could get chippy, and let's not let it get out of hand. There's only 3 minutes left, probably, 4 or 5 possessions, maybe, depending.
Yeah, just about 3 minutes left here. Spiders, Springs specifically.
Spider Springs specifically?
It was tough. I shouldn't have even tried. He puts that backhand out into the end zone of Colorado here.
Springs is ISO'd on Jay.
Springs does a nice job.
DeCastro. Oh, boy. That looked like a foul, but okay.
A little bit of contact there. Springs maybe.
Oh, wow. That floats on Freud, and he still pulls it in.
Springs goes for a slide tackle on the mark there. The energy is.
Oh, the D is getting
flagged.
there. Really good defense. Double team.
Active mark here.
Oh, boy.
Look out.
Good enough. That is a turn.
A lot of contact there, but no call.
That disc was dropped before 23 made a play on it.
Dylan Nice streaking into the end zone.
You don't have any timeouts. They just need to be calm here. There we go. Just get things calmed down.
The veterans, Crawford and Springs, finding
wowzers.
Nice resets.
RVB with it gets up. Double team.
Back to Springs.
Just got to keep moving the disc here. There we go. Nice and easy. Got to settle in. Settle down. Settle down. Good switch.
Spiders taking a lot of real estate backwards here to ensure
they have the luxury of doing this. They have the lead.
That's right.
They have the lead. If they burn a bunch of time off the clock, that is not the worst thing in the world.
And it's those veterans, like we mentioned. Oh, Dylan Nice.
Oh, it's a
big
shot.
Cut. Dylan Nice, the intended receiver, going to go up big here with the right and pulls it down. What a break here from the Spiders, and they are rushing the field. Unbelievable.
Wow, Dylan Nice high points it.
Holy
Once
mackerel.
again, the high schoolers absolutely showing up today.
Holy mackerel.
You know, Crawford, the vet, he's recognizing things might be bogging down a little bit. Count's getting up there. He had nice had steps deep. You got to take that shot at a high count. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Every single Spiders player on the sidelines got onto that field with the quickness after that huge grab from Nice. Hopefully we get another look at it here. Here's Crawford, loads up that flick.
Throws the space. Now, Dylan Nice is deep of his person here. He's just going to hold position, high points it. Bam!
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wow! And that is on a no-slouch athlete.
That's Quinn Feiner.
Who we were just talking about. How many miles does he put on today? Unbelievable. Okay, now, just got to not give up an easy goal here. You cannot give back this momentum. Make them work. Make them burn 45 seconds, maybe a minute off the clock if they're going to score.
Under 2 minutes here.
Oh, it's a really nice pull from Bauman.
That was a great pull. That one to the back of the end zone. Colorado starting from their own end zone line here. Going to need to pull out all the stops.
Bauman
to
is
get
ISO deep, and he's in pretty good position. Ooh, Robin, that's a foul. They should call that. Absolutely. Yep. That's okay. Spicer's just like,
please
come
don't,
on,
please
man.
don't do that. Please don't run me over. Clock's still ticking, though. I mean, this is advantageous for the Spiders.
Nice D from Berriman. Great D from DeCampos. Wow, really good defense all around.
Colorado really having to work for these resets, not finding a lot of upfield space here, not sending any cuts.
No, nobody's going deep. Now someone's going deep. Up! Oh, boy, here's the big shot. God, I'm like on the sideline yelling up calls.
A lot of people under that one. Wow, what a pull.
That's a great catch from 24. Wow.
AG finds that one. Calls a timeout. They do have one, I believe, and smart call there.
Really smart.
You don't often see the player make the timeout call in AUDL. It's often the coach from the sideline.
Wowzers. That was an incredible catch in traffic.
Yeah, I'll say.
Holy cow.
But the old school timeout call there from AG, smartly done after a big skying grab. Still a 2-goal advantage here for Oakland.
Hey, mission accomplished. They ran almost a minute off the clock on that possession. We're down under a minute here. If they can burn, say, another, 15, 20 seconds or something like that, even if they get scored on, the offense is in a great position to hold. If worse comes to worse, you throw a full field huck, you keep it in bounds, you make them march the entire length of the field in 15 or 20 seconds. So Spiders in pretty good shape here.
I mean, if the Spiders get it back on offense, they can just play catch.
If the Spiders get it back on offense, this game is over.
For 30 seconds. I mean, a few completions will make time expire here if you let them all go to about 5 seconds or so. All right. After the timeout, Colorado needs to punch this one in to have a fighting chance.
Oh, wow.
They're going to go
floater.
backhand over the top.
Oh, what the heck?
Nice shot from Atkins there.
Man, not messing around.
I don't know if that was the play they
I
drew
don't
up.
know
That was
what just happened there.
Very efficient look there from Colorado.
Yeah, efficient is a great way to describe it. Timeout, walk it in, throw goal. Bang. No time off the clock.
0 seconds off the clock there.
2 seconds. I think 2 seconds came off, so we're at 46.
Yep, 40 or so seconds here left. Spiders, again, they can play catch here and walk this one off for a win, but I don't know if
I don't think they want to do that.
I don't think they're going to look deep, though. I think they're just happy to get some resets and play Dominator.
They probably are, but they have given up late in this game a couple of short porch turnovers. If this is a really good pull, then all bets are off, I think. There have been some excellent pulls going this direction from Colorado that have stuck the Spiders either on the sideline or on the back line.
Yeah, the downwind side Colorado's pulling. So expect this one arcing up towards the back of the end zone.
Yep.
Maybe too far here. I think
it
is.
Out?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that is rough.
That's
wow.
A little too much muscle on that one. The Spiders are going to get it at the brick mark here with just about 40 seconds left.
Wow.
Looks like Magsig is going to start the action here for Oakland. If they can hold on here, this would be a huge win for the Spiders.
If I'm a Colorado downfield defender, I might consider abandoning my cutter and just running in and mucking up the handler area as much as I possibly can.
Someone is
you
going
have to gamble. You have to gamble here. You cannot just play person defense.
Something out of the ordinary is going to have to happen here for Colorado to get it back. Dexter makes a nice first move. Walker gets it, finds Dexter.
Why is the clock not moving?
Clock did not start. It's going to start now. I think we're going to adjust it here. A little confusion here. The ref's getting this one under control. Programming 42 onto that clock here. Looks like Magsig took a funny step. He's actually going to take an injury sub here at the bottom of your screen. He's just going to walk off.
Oh, that's tough.
Maybe took a funny turn of the ankle. Looks like Gavin May, 00, will replace him here at the bottom right of your screen. Tap back in. Clock is running now. Dexter finds Walker.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Super close. And
wow,
there's a turnover.
Oh, boy, that's tough. Spicer coming
with
through.
Disc.
Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Colorado marching down. Are they looking end zone? No, they're just going to walk this one in if they can. If they take too much time. Oh. Was it?
Is the clock stopped here?
It's a travel call, I believe. Frood, too many steps there for the next throw. Colorado looking to send this one to overtime. They do, up over the top, but still a decent amount of time left here for the Spiders to punch in.
Wow, Spicer, Defensive Player of the Year, comes through, absolutely blankets May with the catch block on the run through. This is what I was talking about. As much as I love this give-go stuff, take a shot. You give an opportunity to an offense to come down and do that. Like, make a quick turn, and then all the Oakland defenders are out of position, and then it's just a jailbreak off to the races.
Colorado so quick off the jump there to start moving the ball up the field as soon as they got that one back, not wasting any time pushing it in. They maybe could have wasted a little more time, to be fair, because the Spiders will have an opportunity on offense here with more than one throw available. Colorado probably just going to look to play kind of a prevent D, keep people deep, not let the Spiders have an easy one into the end zone. But
you cannot mess around here if you are Oakland. You cannot give a short porch turnover. Cannot, under any circumstances, turn the disc over anywhere near your end zone.
Gavin made a Walker. Walker finds Dexter. Lawrence, a lot of space. Lawrence going deep. Dexter over the top, backhand in the end zone.
Boy.
This could win the game. Lawrence goes up right-handed and stabs it down. 3 seconds left on the clock. Are you kidding me?
That is it. That has been the secret sauce this whole game. Dexter Clyburn, the unapologetic, confident gunner. Wow.
Keenan Lawrence went up absolutely huge with the right and pulled that one down under heavy pressure. And the Spiders have taken the lead with less than 5 seconds to go, 24-23. Are you kidding me?
Hey, great piece of offense from Lawrence. I was actually watching him. He was one of the ISO'd guys in the host stack in the middle of the field. He was really patient. 3 steps deep, 3 steps under, and as soon as he turns the corner on that 3 steps under, you could watch Dexter start to work his marker. Throw a little forehand fake, get him over there, and then he throws the step around, big bending backhand to the big dog, as the folks I had a chance to broadcast with a couple weeks ago. And Lawrence, golly, what a catch. Man, this is...
All right, Dylan Nice and Springs. Springs pulled that one.
Everyone's going deep.
He's following it. They're going to have Feiner here. Feiner, I
Nope,
think that
it's
one's
over.
not up. That one's not up. This game is over. This game is over. And
Wow!
see you later. Spiders hang on with some last-second heroics. Keenan Lawrence with the D there, as well as that late goal to cap this one off. They're going to defeat the Colorado Summit 24-23 in an unbelievable finish here in Oakland. Matt Ruby, what did we just get?
You know,
What
we have
was
been
that?
together for 3 games at home now. We have 2 overtime games and 1 1-point win with 2 seconds left. Wow. I mean, I got to give Colorado a tremendous amount of credit here. They played a incredibly difficult game last night. They traveled it from 4:30 in the morning today, and that lack of energy, that little concentration lack, I didn't really see
I
it.
didn't see it either.
They played an incredibly hard-fought game, and they're probably all going to sleep really well tonight. So, Colorado, kudos for you for coming in here and battling. But for the Oakland Spiders, what a win. Holy cow. We talked to Coach Dan about his 3-year plan. He's in year 1. He said things are on track. I'd say this game puts things firmly on track for the Spiders' plan, and they're in great position going forward the rest of the season. They can build on this. Wowie.
Yeah, and both squads, shout out to both squads for playing without some of their superstars. I mean, this wasn't the full 100% lineups from either squad.
Team, yeah.
And they really gave it their all the way through. And like you said, we didn't see a big flag of energy or anything like that. Oh, man, and the crowd is just hyped up here. They're loving this result.
Man, the Wild Wild West. When's the last time the Colorado Summit have lost 2 games in a row?
Well, it's 3 games in a row now.
Now? Yeah.
They dropped to Salt Lake, and now the Spiders here.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to head home and have to take a long, hard look in the mirror here because they have a very difficult schedule coming up. And the Spiders, if they get Mac, Hecht, Chris Lung back, all of a sudden that offense starts clicking,
starts humming
back
again.
in place.
So the Spiders will improve to
Wow.
5-3, and Colorado will drop to 5-3. Incredible finish. Matt Ruby, any final thoughts before we sign off for the day?
No, I just want to give a shout out to the Spiders youngsters. They both came up absolutely huge here. Dylan Nice with the high point grab to put the Spiders in a position to win this game at all. And Raekwon Atkins had an incredible game all around. Here's some stats for us. 17 turnovers each team. The huck percentages for both teams was tremendous.
Yes.
I mean, it was generally speaking a really well-played offensive game. I mean, look at this.
They were better on hucks than they were in the red zone. I'm not pretty
not
close,
much,
but yeah, I mean,
both
they're
teams right around 50%. Both teams almost equal in break chances, red zone possession, hucks, turnovers. I mean, no surprise that the stats are almost identical considering the outcome. But woo! Holy cow! Good, man. What a game for Oakland.
barn burner here in Oakland. As we're signing off, I'm Sam Swink for Matt Ruby. Thank you again for joining us. Oakland takes that one down 24-23 over the Summit. We'll see you all